Hello and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name is David Turner and I am here with Matt Murray.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Matt.
Oh, no.
Matt.
If that was James, we'd
Nothing
fucking
happened.
kill him.
James Farley's not here, so I'm going to
Nothing
do
happened.
silly
Yeah,
sort of
I
bit.
thought I had to do what James normally do, just because we miss him.
I'm here with Sean Bell.
Hello.
Of course, James Farley is not here, so we have got a like for like replacement in Iain bloody Lee. Hello, mate.
I'll fucking batter you.
Hello, it's lovely.
Right, how are you?
James is always with us in spirit. Thank you, guys.
Have you got his fuck off one? Can you play the fuck off one?
I'm going to play that when you reveal the price of the Steam cube.
Okay, all right,
It's getting played then. Do you know what? It's nearly 2 years to the day since I was last on, which is wild. It is wild.
How have you been?
Horny.
Yeah, what, this whole time?
That's summer for you.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit lightheaded. How have I been? Yeah, well, you know how I've been because you and I had a road trip. We're bonding, we're buddies.
We travel the country together these days, don't we, mate?
And it was all right. It was all right. I hate fucking being in the car with anybody for a long journey, and I had to drive.
Which I found out the day before we went on this drive. I was like, oh, I'm seeing Ian tomorrow. I spend a lot of time in the car, and then I turn on your show, and you go, I fucking hate ever having anyone in the car with me. I was like, fuck.
But then I had to go. Oh no, not you, Dave. But actually, yeah, including you. I hate it, man. I hate it.
What is it you hate about it?
Oh, you're a.
Like, what is it genuinely?
No,
what is it that you don't
because
like?
you've got to make conversation. You've got to be. You're sat close to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I want to listen to my podcasts, and I just don't like talking to people.
We didn't stop talking all the way up there.
Yeah,
Was
I fucking
that a
know it.
problem,
When we got to 10 minutes outside of Manchester, you went. Yeah. What do you think about Jesus then? Do you think he's real?
No, I said religion.
All right. What do you think? Literally, Manchester city centre, 10 miles. What do you think about religion there? You believe it, or what do you think of the people that are into it?
Acknowledge that. I did acknowledge that, though. I did say, fucking hell, we really are screaming at this point. And I knew that you didn't want to repeat performance on the way home because you were like, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep if you want.
David and I, well, as you know, because some of you guys have all been, we're doing shows together, and I'm having the time of my life hanging out with Dave and being, apart from the ones he's refused. Yeah, fuck you, right? So there's at least one, probably two shows where you're not coming, and on this podcast you've gone, oh, well, he's kicked me out, oh, well, he's decided he doesn't want me. Turncoat Turners, you are the one that's bailed on me.
Ooh.
I don't fancy it's on a Thursday.
This side of the story.
I don't fancy it's on a Thursday.
This really made me laugh because Ian sent me the bunch of dates that he's got booked, and there were two dates that I couldn't do. And he went, listen, I get it. This is a big commitment, and you know you've got a full-time job and you've got two kids. Yeah. Don't worry if you can't make any of them. Just let me know. I can't make these two. Fuck you. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, right. Oh, right. I've been royally set up here. Didn't take you long to get your substitute involved, though, did you?
I mean, he couldn't do them initially. Don't worry, one of those shows has been cancelled. So
yes, bad ticket sales. Is it bad ticket sales?
It's because your name wasn't on the bill anymore.
Fucking yes,
it's fun though, right?
Refund requests.
We're having fun hanging out, and if anyone wants to see it, iainlee.com/live. The next one is in Rochester on the 30th of July. And what is fun, there's a whole plan behind this, and you know about the plan, Dave, and it will work, is I think that you are genuinely a very, very funny performer. I've seen you do stand-up. You make me laugh a lot. And my long-term plan is to trick you into doing more stuff live. Yes. Now, I know you've said no. For those who don't know, the second half, it's me and Dave sort of having a chat, a bit of an interview, and we show some clips, and all we do is try and make each other laugh.
I do worry that it's getting that that way, and then eventually by the end of these shows it is literally just going to be us not even talking about your career and everything and just dicking about on stage with in-jokes.
But I don't know about in-jokes, but I think that's funny. I don't care because it's nice and relaxed. What I've also noticed is there's a couple of times we've told the same stories in different shows. We're both really fucking good at pretending it's the first time we've ever said it.
Yes, we
or
are.
heard it. Just spontaneous, like, I can't believe you fucking said that, man. Jesus. So that's good. But,
and they said, what, during your vasectomy? Da 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 da, and then walk off.
It's fun, man. I had sworn off doing live shows, and I had retired from all of that bollocks. Then I woke up one day with an idea for a show. I booked it. I phoned up Catherine, my partner, and I went, Catherine, I'm doing a show at the stables in 3 months. She's like, what? But I'm having a blast doing it, man. So thank you for your help.
But I'm honoured to be involved. The stables one was the funniest, I think. The oddest, because we were in the smaller room of a 2-room place, weren't we? And who was on stage in the bigger room?
Oh, it was Marty Wilde.
Marty Wilde. So everyone, you could stand in the lobby and go, you're for Ian, you're for Ian, you're for Marty, you're for...
I tell you something, me and Catherine went back to the stables a few weeks later to go and see Gregor Fisher, right? Rabsy Nesbitt. So her dad had bought us tickets for a conference. Not a massive fan, but I thought I'd go, and it was a really good night. I'm outside, and outside there's a big giant statue of Johnny Dankworth, who built it with his wife Cleo Lane. He's a jazz musician, and he's got a saxophone. Now, you might be the same, Sean. There was a hole in the saxophone, so of course I had to put my hand in and see how far it went. I'm fisting Johnny Dankworth's saxophone, and this voice goes, "All right, Ian." All right, Ian. I looked over, Gary fucking Wilmot. Gary Wilmot. I swear to God. He went, "All right, Ian." I went, "Oh," and I pulled my hand out of the saxophone. I went, "Oh, all right." All right, Gary, nice to meet you, mate. And he went, yeah, how you doing? You all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. Nice to see you. I've never met him before. There's a law, there's a rule, right? If you're a certain level of fame, you're allowed to talk to people of that level of fame, even if you don't know them. And I learned this law. I call it Tucker's Law, because the first person that did it to me was Todd Carty, a.k.a. Tucker, a.k.a. Mark Fowler. He just walked past and went, all right, Ian.
Wow.
I knew I was in the club.
Well, I saw that firsthand at my birthday party once with both you and Blake there. And naturally, you two just went off into a corner together. Now, and that was like, oh, right, okay.
That's the inversion law, because he is significantly more famous than me. So he could he could initiate, well, I know what's coming. He could initiate a conversation with me. I could not initiate a conversation with him.
You can only respond, you cannot start it.
I couldn't start it. He could start it with me. I couldn't go up and start it with him.
Right, okay. I need to... So who can I talk to?
Absolutely.
No, James just does, I think.
Yeah, that's why. James Farley.
Just James Farley. That's all I want anyway, mate. That's all I want anyway.
He's good.
And also, I would like to start a conversation with our Patreon producers this month. Whoa. They are Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap, Simon Nelson, Moomin Biscuit, Trans Rights to Human Rights, Dave Ernsberger, Colin Brown, Gasman, Rocketman76, Smooth Monkey, John Tempelli, Jackie Sniper, Sam Higton, Thomas, Stan, Philip with an F, Cutty, Steve Lee, Jack Oven, Grey Dragon Claw, Colin the Car Wanker Smith, Lee Keybottom, My Dog Skip, Dean, Evil Mammal, Conky Donkers, Full Nels Conga, Laser Quest, 42 Sources Span, James JMS, Dr. Wookie, and Ramalaptar. They're our Full Nels crew. Thank you so much for supporting what we do. We really do appreciate it. You can support what we do by going to patreon.com/TCGS. We just released our latest Patreon bonus show where you can find out what James Farley got up to at TwitchCon in Rotterdam, and you can find out how I almost ruined the whole thing for him. Legitimately, I nearly got him into a little bit of bother at that TwitchCon.
I've not listened to that podcast yet, but I won't spoil what I know of James's journey. But we've all seen wonderful photos of him with a big silly grin on his face.
Yeah.
Well. But if that comes up on the pod, we haven't that much.
Have you not? I've got loads.
I think you've just sent them to you.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got about a dozen of him just sat there grinning.
He won't share it with us because it'll ruin his brand.
Yes, because he knows it'll end up on a fucking t-shirt. He's
Well,
got
there's
a
that as
point.
well,
Yeah.
He has
WhatsApp
got a
sticker
point.
or a t-shirt if it's a really good one.
So patreon.com/TCGS if you want to see that bonus show. We've got our live stream this Thursday.
Thursday from 9
where
to
we're
death.
playing.
Yeah.
Was it Escape Simulator?
Escape
An escape room video game.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
we're
watch
gonna do
us
an escape room
struggle
together. And
trying
I
to
think
escape.
James is going to be the only one who's not in like 35-degree heat. So he's going to run he's going to run everything. He's going to tell us what to do. We'll just be his minions.
We'll just take the heat and follow his lead.
Yeah.
Did you notice that he subtly hinted or tried to get us to move away from this idea because he sort of dropped in the chat that I don't have Game Pass.
Yeah, he's like,
I
is this
better
only on
buy it then.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Well, it's been on Steam for 5 years, James, but I don't think that's
I think
what you're getting
I
at.
think he wanted us to go, oh, have you not got Game Pass? Don't worry about it then,
Yeah.
mate. Nope, we did not. We said, well, you better sign up for a month. That's where your Patreon money is going. Couple of things to touch on before we move into the main show, into the feedback. There's a quiz in all caps with Kurt Lewin. I don't know what that means. Where it's on our Discord. Go to tcgs.co if you'd like to join our Discord community when June the 24th at 8 p.m. If you would like to take on Kurt Lewin's quiz in all caps, then go to our Discord and sign up there. And finally, as Ian mentioned earlier, Ian Imposter Syndromes. Iain Lee's Imposter Syndrome. 30th of July, Free Sheets Rochester. That's the next one. 14th of August at Rope Tackle in Shoreham. 5th of September and Half Moon in Putney. 3rd of October, Mockingbird Cinema, Birmingham, and 28th of November, Northern Farm in Maidenhead. Get your tickets from meandlee.com. Don't worry about the ones he's doing on his own. Don't worry about the ones he's doing with Gingerbeard Mark, because they're getting cancelled anyway. They're not selling as well as mine. Gingerbeard Mark, if you're listening, I'm joking. I'm a big fan.
No, it's not.
That's enough plugging.
Let's start showing. Stop the plug-in. Start the showing.
Start the
Play
showing. Let's go. We've got no music. Sorry, we have no music for that.
Okay,
who's editing? Matt, add some music in.
Okay.
Right.
Where's Carl? Has he gone?
Oh, yeah.
Carl's gone on holiday with James.
Yeah, fuck.
Get it right. You're editing now because okay. Ramalaptar has messaged with reference to Kurt's latest controversial statement. This time concerning saurine and custard. I get it. Warm it up in the microwave and serve it in a bowl. Sure, I've never had it, but I can see it working. Also, since when did people start referring to it as saurine and not malt loaf? Love the show. Keep it up.
Yeah, that is weird. I never really called it saurine. I always called it malt loaf, but it seemed like the more people called it saurine than called it malt loaf. So I sort of changed.
Well, saurine's just a brand of malt loaf, isn't it?
Name another brand of malt loaf. I don't think there are any.
Tesco own brand.
I think didn't supermarkets used to do their own, but now they just don't bother. I think saurine's just dominated
Saurine had dirt on Tesco, and it's
compromat on all the supermarkets.
Speaking of weird things like this that only certain people had in their life as a child, Ian, did you ever have Maggi sauce?
No, we had Daddy's sauce and sauce, but
that's like just brands of tomato ketchup, right?
No, Daddy's sauce and OK sauce are not.
Yeah.
They're not.
But Daddy did other sauces. There definitely was a Daddy's.
Daddy did what?
Daddy's other sauces. One of which was tomato sauce. Because I remember it had the picture of the dad's head at the top, and if you turn it upside down,
you could turn it upside down and it'd be another face. Yes, I remember.
Well, there was OK sauce that my sister had that was it was like brown and it was all claggy at the top of the bottle. It was like a fruity sauce or something.
It was fruity, yes.
But I didn't
that might be similar then, because it was Maggi seasoning, and we used to have it on our Yorkshire pudding. And when I found out that we were the only family in the world that did this, it broke my heart. It's like, we are weird.
What's seasoning? What was seasoning implies like an herb or something.
You should try. You could still get it.
Oh no,
you still find it.
Get some Maggi sauce and try on a bit of Yorkshire pudding.
I mean,
I'm
aware of Maggi sauce because when I was at a marketing agency, we were like pitching to do some work for them, and the tagline for Maggi sauce is "so juicy." And that made us laugh a lot. So Maggie so juicy was the at one point the tagline.
Maggi aromatic hot liquid. I can see.
That
What
sounds
website
so
are you on
tasty.
here?
It's in a little bottle that it goes up into a little spout. But I got in trouble on Twitter once because no one had a Maggie Sauce Twitter account, so I created one and then started saying that Reggae Sauce was shit, and then Levi Roots threatened to sue me.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was really weird.
Very prudent.
Anyway,
we're going to carry on with the Saurine chat. Necromoz, allow me to bring the Saurine saga full circle to an elegant denouement via the magic of convenience capitalism, and they've sent us a picture of pre-buttered Saurine, which frankly makes me sick. But decent butter coverage on this picture.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, there's not enough butter on there for my.
There's nowhere near enough butter on there. That looks shit.
Yeah, it's poor.
Can I ask a question, please?
Sure. You can.
When I butter toast, I have thick butter on the top, almost like it's a piece of cheese. That's butter. It's Stork SB, right? Yeah. But I will put hummus on toast as well as a topping, and I put it thick. Is that some people? No names, no pack drill. But some people think that's weird and a perversion.
Catherine,
does anybody? Yes. Does anybody else use a thick layer of hummus on their toast as a topping?
No, but that does sound really nice.
I'm not against like butter plus something else.
Yeah, butter plus Marmite is incredible.
Yeah, mate, you gotta have butter plus Marmite.
Didn't someone write in once because we were debating about butter with jam on toast or just jam, and someone wrote in saying, right, no, the reason it's good is because your butter's your fat and then the jam is your carbs, and the two of them work well together.
I think that might have been just going on in your head at the time.
It might have been a Midnight Resistance thing. That's probably the sort of shite we'd read out.
The thing is, right, there's certain things where you could put thick layers of butter on. Toast is one. Malt loaf, no. Because when I was a kid and you went round your mate's house and they gave you like a ham sandwich, the ones where or a bacon sandwich, the ones where you squeeze and it starts curling out at the end used to make me want to throw up.
Again, like
disgusting.
A good bacon sandwich where it's hot and the butter melts. Holy shit, that's what it's about.
I wouldn't want a cold bacon sandwich.
It drips.
Yeah, it drips. Let's move on.
This will be all the feedback next week, by the way. This will be all people talk about in the Discord. We can actually stop now if you want.
I did say on the bonus show we had quite a hard-hitting episode last week where news about studios being closed down was coming through to us as we were recording the pod, and all anyone was talking about was Saurine. That was it. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
It is a shame, but we're going to carry on with Luke Summerhays. All right, lads, when you guys are talking about Xbox layoffs and the industry, and you said a lot of things like, I don't get it, it makes no sense, and when will it turn around? I can easily answer those questions. Big companies are run by people who are a combination of evil and stupid, and a concerted movement left in the halls of power is the only way it will change. Oh well, at least football's coming home. From Luke Summerhays.
Who'd have thought Microsoft buying every publishing creative outlet that they could possibly buy would end with loads of people losing their jobs, places being shut down, and games being cancelled? Who could have predicted that?
It's mad, isn't it? Because they've done it before, which I think is why we all thought, well, they're not going to make exactly the same mistake again, are they? And yet, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, to think it was going to be any different is insane. But I was sitting there going, "Well, Xbox are definitely going to win now." That was where my head was at the time. It doesn't.
All that after like a relatively positive Summer Game Fest as well, just to do that.
Isn't that interesting timing? They put out loads of good stuff, then they try and sneak out. They're firing loads and loads of people.
Because we didn't, because I don't think we knew the full picture at the time. But I think a day or two after we recorded, it did come out that apparently Microsoft's big idea was to let Ninja Theory announce the new Senua game, then cut them off so they can be like, yeah, but you've shown off a game now, so you can shop it round.
Oh, that's shitty.
And I don't really, I don't think that's a kindness.
Obviously, at this point, nothing's actually been confirmed yet. Obviously, there's lots of, we're still waiting, but it feels like it's very obvious, who is getting cut, but nothing's still confirmed yet, which is weird.
I thought this week's news would be like, right, here's the list of who's going, but no, there's been nothing else this week.
But none of this, Sean, you said, I don't know if you meant it, that this is a mistake. None of this is a mistake. This is all planned. This is what massive multi-billion-dollar companies do, and oh, well, a few thousand people lose their job. It doesn't matter because the company itself is going to make more. And the people at the top are going to, it doesn't matter we lose a few games. Those games, no one really cares about them. No, they don't care that people have spent tens of years, pouring their life and their soul into this. It's horrendous, it's awful. Yeah. And it's going to get even worse.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, especially for, some of these studios that have built themselves up like way before Microsoft got involved, and then they've bought them, and then they've just they're disregarding all that work to that point. It just sucks. It's awful.
I think like what's so sad as well is that obviously because one of these studios being Double Fine, and if you watch the Psychonauts 2 documentary, you see the bit where they get taken over by Xbox.
Yeah.
And there is this unease throughout the studio. So
they weren't celebrating that morning, were they? They were all in there just fuming, looking at the owners going, what the fuck have you done? And it was kind of tough to watch.
And obviously now that, being threatened with closure or whatever, it's like, it's easy to think back on that and be like, well, maybe those people had a point. I don't blame Tim Schafer or whoever made the decision because the studio was in trouble anyway at the time.
Yeah.
I don't think Double Fine would have lasted this long necessarily, or at least not in its current form. But it is mad that, as you say, like no one's like happy about them being acquired by Xbox. It's strange to watch.
I guess the hope with Double Fine is that they can find a buyer or they can buy themselves out and continue in some way, shape, or form. But
Sean, may I ask you a question? Do you think that this is horrific, people losing their jobs and stuff like that, and I'm not in any way downplaying that. Do you think that at some point some good might come out of this, desperately looking here, in terms of indie, that like more indie studios might set up and start releasing stuff?
I think that probably will happen, but then we're already looking at there's like an oversaturation problem with indie stuff.
Yeah, and funding for indie isn't necessarily any better, really.
Okay. Yeah. The funding landscape's fucked. The people that do go indie will be the ones that somehow can afford to do so off their own back, basically.
And we'll get to it later, but the whole future of where gaming is going is fucking shit and scary and... Oh my God, I don't know how long I want to be doing this for.
I'm so glad I don't like playing video games. I'm really, really glad.
Looking forward to what you've been playing. There
was a PS for Luke Summerhays. James is right and then wrong about being wrong. Le Tournoi could be improved using Switch to game chat. Instead of using the cameras, you can share the 3 other players' screens at the bottom of the screen. But that would be an issue because there'll be 1 frame a second. Or
the launch was so bad.
The resolution.
And we've played
absolutely shocking.
We've got the kit to do that properly, but we choose not to because so many people watch this stuff like on their phones or whatever, and it's like, oh, good, there's some game footage that's like 1 centimeter by 2 centimeters. Like, it's just not really worth it in most cases.
Shit. It's shit. We'd be better off filming it on our phone and then holding it up to the camera at the same time or something. Shocking. All right.
Frustrated Fred. On last week's episode of the Trabrugs, the Ruler as a Rollerblade game show, you spent more time talking about computer games than you did rulers. This has to be where I draw the line. I swear you give people an inch, 2.54 centimeters, and they take a mile, 1.609 kilometers, and that's a big ruler. No, that's a big ruler. Please try and keep on topic in the future. People won't let this slide rule again. I was truly shattered after listening to the last episode. After all, that is, I still love you. No one measures up to you for love and kisses from Frustrated Fred.
I understood exactly what Matt was talking about. He enjoyed rollerblading so much that at school, when he couldn't do it, he would try and recreate it the best way he could by making an indentation in the ruler. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, by grinding the ruler against the table.
How does that represent?
Because it represented the sole plates on the skates.
The sole plates.
Yeah.
Can we please not do this again?
No, let's not.
I
just thought it was, I got it straight away, and I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are dozens of us who got it straight away.
How long before? So we'll get feedback next week saying it's actually not a ruler. A ruler is someone that rules a country. More should be known as a straight edge. I heard that all the time when I first started working. I fucking hate it. Oh, is that one of you? Is that one of you, Sean? Is that what
I was doing
the straight edge.
The straight edge. Yeah.
He's so straight edge.
It is, isn't it? I am not correcting you, Dave, because who gives a shit? I'm sure someone wants to explain to me that it's supposedly the technical name. Like it should be called a rule rather than a ruler.
I think you might be right. I don't know. I stopped listening when someone come over and went, "You shouldn't call it a rule." I'm like, I'm off, mate. I'm off. You talk to someone else for a bit. I haven't any of that. Right.
TCGS Revelations. I just need to say that Matt is 1,000,000,000% correct that a final installment of the Final Fantasy remake series should have been called Reunion. It would have made much more. It would have made for a much more satisfying set of titles as opposed to remake, rebirth, revelations. Despite the fact that Revelations has to be the most overused subtitle across all of film, television, and video games to the point where it feels like a meaningless word now. What are they so revelatory about? I have no idea. I haven't played it, but it feels like the goal was wide open, and Square Enix were too lazy to lift their foot in and tap it in.
Well, can I ask you something? I know this is a bit of a spoiler, so if you don't want to know about these remakes of Final Fantasy VII, fast forward like a minute or whatever. Do they all split up at the end of the second part then?
Do they split up? I mean, it's been a long old time since I played it. No, I don't believe I do.
Did you get to the
end?
Yes,
trust me, I did. Yeah, I put like 100 and something hours into that. Okay. No, I'm very sure they're all together. It's more just
then why would it be Reunion?
Because that's just like a word that was like uttered a million times in like the two remakes and in the original game up to the point I played it. It's just felt like.
But there's no reunion. You just thought Reunion because it had
It's more reunion.
I was going to defend
it's you. More reunion between like Sephiroth and Cloud and everyone, but which rather than anyway. I'm going to get feedback about that now.
That's fine.
Okay. Jamie has messaged, "Hey lads, got some feedback for you. I like your little show. The highlight of my week is driving to work on a Thursday morning listening to the pod. They have changed my office day to Tuesday, so can you now please record and edit a pod on Monday and release it on a Tuesday? Otherwise, I may have to find a new job." Well, Jamie, you answered your own question there.
Yeah. Can't get a new job. Not going to be doing that.
Nope.
I was thinking though, we've been doing this for 10 years. Our Mondays have been shit, haven't they? Like we've had to. Are you doing anything Monday? Yeah, same thing I've done for the last 10 years. Every fucking Monday. It's like mad. That is mental, isn't it?
It is crazy, actually.
That's too long, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? Sir Keir Rodney Starmer has messaged.
Okay, yeah, you convinced me there, Matt, with that noise.
It's a great way to spend your Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, okay, cool. Sir Keir Rodney Starmer, lads, recently freed up. I understand James pisses off for weeks at a time, so there's plenty of vacancy and plenty no vetting. Here's what I offer. I give mixtape a heartfelt 9, then quietly walk it back to a 3 the second the Twitch chat turns. I can outmumble Sean by forensically saying absolutely nothing for 2 hours. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to take that.
Yeah, come on. Okay. I accept all gifted game codes, hardware and designer glasses, and even when the show's visibly fucked and listeners are filing out, I'm not going to walk away. I'm a beige joyless prick and a person overseen the managed decline of a G7 economy, so imagine what I could do to a podcast. Available immediately from Keir.
We should have got him on tonight. Sorry, Ian.
Yeah, it sounds like a right laugh. Fucking hell.
Keir Starmer. Bloody hell.
We don't know you, Keir.
He will do. I reckon. Do you think? I think he'll be on the podcast circuit now.
Oh,
now else on.
Oh no, he'll be on. Who's that guy who sells fuel? Stephen Bartlett. He'll be on.
You guys are probably too young to remember this because I am 53, but I remember when prime ministers would serve a full term, whatever happened. It used to happen quite a lot, and now we don't seem to do
like
that
6 or 7 prime ministers in 10 years.
7 prime ministers in 10 years, which is
Watford Football Club.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts. That was very cutting there, kid. No wonder you've had to step down, you prick. Right, should we get to the news?
Go to tcgs.co to leave your feedback, unless you are a former prime minister.
Go on then, Sean. What we got?
Okay, so the pricing of the Steam machine has been finally announced. You can register your interest if you've got...
Do you know this, Ian? Do you know the prices?
Go read them out loud. My finger is poised.
Do you want them in sterling or in dollars?
Give me sterling. Give me
sterling.
GBP.
If you want.
Have you got a prediction? Can we just get your prediction on?
Well, here's the thing. I would, 6 months ago, I would have said £600, right? It's got to be close to £1,000, hasn't it? The way they've not mentioned it for it, it's got to be close to that.
So, do you want to know the categories that you're guessing in?
Oh, yes.
So basically, there's a 512 gig one, and then there's a 2 terabyte one, and then
that's £2,000, right?
And then each of those you can get with or without the Steam controller.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, 4 SKUs.
Okay.
Well, do you know what's really funny? Is that when I saw that, I thought, oh my God, they're selling them without the controllers. But actually, you can just use your normal Xbox controllers, right? Or your PlayStation controllers. So you might not want to buy one of them.
Depends how much it is. Go on.
It's still bad. It's still bad, Ian. It's still bad.
So, you can get the 512 gigabyte one without a controller for £879.
Fuck off!
The Queen's Realm.
Fuck off!
Fucking hell, man, that's insane.
If you want the controller with it, that goes up to 938. If you want the 2 terabyte one, that's 1,149 or 1,208 with the controller.
Okay. I have a Steam Deck. I don't use it very often, but I like it, right? And I have a PC that is probably 6-7 years old now. At some point, why would I not just buy a new PC?
Because they're a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to spend $3,000. I'm not a fucking idiot.
Oh, hang on. I actually bought it at the perfect time. It would even appear. Somehow.
I think this is going for something different, right? This is going for a different use case, even though it is technically a PC. From the previews that I saw before coming on, it does seem to have done the job of feeling like a console underneath your TV, but runs Steam.
I would love
my
one,
problem is
I couldn't afford that.
Exactly. That's exactly where I'm at. I'd love one of these because I don't play Steam games. There are loads of games on Steam that I'd love to play with you guys that I see all the time on my For You page, and like that painting comedian game that's everyone's playing at the moment. I think I'd love to be able to play that. The games are usually pretty reasonably priced, and it'd be fun to be part of that world. I don't really want a big PC. I want this sort of I like the idea of it. There is no way that the price that I'm putting against that experience is over £400-500.
And that's what's so frustrating, because if Valve want, I mean, maybe they were never intending for this to like meaningfully grow the audience, but if they were, as you say, it's they're missing out on you and people like you in your sort of situation where, as you say, like, capital G gamers, but just not really had the need for a full PC. This would fill a really nice niche, but it's way too expensive for that to...
It's so expensive. Yeah. It's so expensive. And what worries me about this, and this goes on to the wider picture, is where the fuck are these next consoles going to sit?
Yeah.
And when Xbox and Sony release their next thing, like it makes me go, do you know what? I don't want anything anymore. This is it now. Like, it just feels, if the next console is going to cost me $1,000, I think I might be out for a bit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Valve said they're not going to subsidize this. Valve have lots of money. Sony have, I think, less money now. Microsoft obviously have lots, but I can genuinely now see the console starting at $1,000. If this is 879, and it's only going to get worse, so by the time, we're not at the peak of this AI boom and all the RAM apocalypse. I think by the time the consoles get announced, if they do, end of this year, start of next year, it'll be $1,000. Like, I really think they should just not announce PS6, not announce next Xbox. Like, it'll cost them a bomb. It's going to cost us cost us an absolute bomb as well buying one. It's like delay it for a few more years until this whole thing, blows over. It's ridiculous.
But this is it. I think even when it does blow over, I don't think we will see those savings. I don't think they'll be passed on to the consumer.
I think we're more likely to, because they can't. There surely isn't an audience to buy a £1,000 PS6. Yeah. So I feel like it's in their interest to actually try and get it to a bit more normal. I mean, it'll be more, I think, than it is today, but and so probably won't ever go down to like 300-400 quid again. But they can't be an audience big enough that are willing to buy a PS6 for $1,000.
We are screwed because they've. By the way, I got my Steam Deck free because I was on the telly 8 years ago, and I've just found the email and the contact. Matt, I'll be hitting you up soon. Not you, Matt, the Matt who works at Valve. But we're screwed, right? Because they've obviously done their research. They know this is going to sell out, and I suspect when you can pre-order within an hour, they go, well, that lot's gone. Yeah. We've seen. I don't know if it's the official price for Grand Theft Auto, but numbers have been leaked.
Nothing official yet until
it's not official.
Well, no, if pre-orders go live on the 25th, but there was a leak from like a European retailer of sorts. Yeah.
if those numbers for Grand Theft Auto are right, and this is costing $1,000, that's it. It's over. It's game over. The PlayStation will be $1,000. Games are going to be £100 from now on. That's it. We're done. Dave, you disagree?
No, I don't disagree. I hadn't heard about this leak, but they're saying $80 for GTA.
Yeah, so 80 quid. I mean, if
the one I saw was $90.
I think,
but there are also different tiers.
Yeah, I think there's four SKUs.
Yeah,
probably. I mean, GTA can charge £8 and people won't. But they won't. They'll still do it. They'll still buy it when pre-orders go live on Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, a grand PS6. I don't think the audience is there in the same way. But yeah, this is hugely disappointing in the price of this, because even though I got this PC here, I would have definitely bought a Steam machine for £400 to put in the lounge, to play on my big TV. But this is just not it. I mean, they've always said they're producing fewer machines than they wanted to. This is also drastically more expensive than they wanted to release it. So not that we should be like, oh yeah, let's feel sorry for Valve, but this is totally like scuppered like their entire plan, I think, of making a lower cost all-in-one console-like experience for a living room that could bring in a whole new audience. And whereas now it's not going to do that. I still think they'll sell out, as you say, Ian, and they've said they're producing far fewer. There's still a die-hard audience that will still buy us regardless of the price, no matter how many are produced. But it's just changed how I saw it. I mean, I still think it looks cool as hell, and I'd like one, but I'm not going to be paying that kind of price for that kind of spec. If it was like crazy spec, even I still wouldn't.
What is the spec like? Because I don't know that. Is it not that impressive?
It's not amazing, no. I forget the numbers now, but it's all right. Yeah,
I mean, like the original things from Digital Foundry set is like PS4 Pro. I think basically like CPU. I'm probably wrong here, but like CPU, it's like it's PS5 level, but GPU, it's far below that, so it kind of sits PS4 Pro. But different games, different needs. I'm sure some games will run really well.
Different games, different needs. Just to explain it to me, why is this so expensive then?
Because everything
seem to go, that's what it is now. Yeah, no, but
I mean, I guess the small form factor probably doesn't help. I don't know what the actual innards are like, but it's not going to be just standard off the shelf like motherboards and stuff. It's going to be stuff they've had custom made, I guess.
Because they can, David. Because they can. That's the ultimate thing. Because they can, and it will sell out.
There's going to be a breaking point with all this. Like, this is just This is so disappointing. Like, as I said, my price point for a device like this is around £400, and that this is over double that is like fuck. Yeah. That's so
you could imagine
they
thought it would be between maybe I reckon between £400 and £600 was maybe the lowest SKU, probably the original.
£600 is still a lot for something that plays video games under the telly.
Yeah, but then look at what a console today like is an Xbox £600 and
I know, but that's what I'm saying, Matt, is that if the PS5, so I bought the PS5 and the Series X relatively soon after launch. I would not be doing that anymore. I'd consider buying one of those at that point, maybe. But £600 for a new console is too much. That I'm not willing to spend that on.
You said something the other week, and it made me think. If one of our consoles breaks, I'm like, okay, so
I shit myself if one of our consoles breaks.
So I have to pay £600 now for a PS6. Whereas in yesteryear, how far are we in? Like 7 years into the generation, or we're a few years into the generation?
Yeah.
So
6 years.
We'll be like a downside cheaper. Like, I'll pick it up. I'll pick up the slim version for a lot less than I bought the original version. But now it's like, I mean, I've told you my Xbox HDMI cable is dodgy, but like Xbox maybe less so these days, but still, if one of them breaks, I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend £600 to replace this thing.
Well, this is I'll mention it briefly now. So, I was saying the other week, because Nintendo announced more Procopia stuff, my wife was like, right, I need my own Switch 2. So we've bought a second one, but part of the impetus behind that is like, well, there was a deal for like, I think it's £360, which is still a lot, but it's only going to be more if we wait. So it's like, fucking may as well just do it now if it's going to happen.
I do wonder if that's why we're seeing such a delayed response to games coming out on the Switch 2 from Nintendo. Like that maybe it's not sending mad numbers, and they're going, do you know what, we're going to wait until more of these Switch 2s are sold before we start releasing the games we've made for it. Because it's weirdly quiet. It's like oddly quiet from Nintendo at the moment, but yeah, it just look. I mean, all of this builds up to the point where it just goes. You know what? I fucking love playing video. I fucking love playing video games, and I'm starting to think that now maybe this isn't for me. Maybe, sorry, there are other ways to play video games. There are tons of cheaper ways to play video games. What I'm saying is that staying on the sort of the next release, the biggest, you know, maybe that's not for me anymore because I'm not willing to spend that amount of money on that. And nor am I like, you know, the boys don't touch the Switch 2. They're not interested in it. They're quite happy playing on the Series S or the Switch 1 and stuff. And I wonder if that's just not going to be as big of a thing anymore. Whereas, like, we grew up in the era where it was like, you have to get the new one because it's better.
Yeah.
And now you're going, no, it's just way more expensive.
And the thing is, you know, we care about, you know, graphical fidelity and something, you know, we're impressed by that stuff. Look at the shit that kids play on Roblox. I don't think they mind how things look anymore.
Have you seen that first-person shooter on Roblox?
No.
Oh my god, it's like a proper. Honestly, look on TikTok. It's an FPS on Roblox. It looks like COD.
Really?
And all of these streamers are going, "Oh my god, this is actually." I didn't know you couldn't make stuff that wasn't that.
Yeah, no, Roblox. I thought it all looked like shit.
Yeah, no, it's a proper game. I mean, admittedly, you have to play with paedophiles, but you know, it's a great
swings
game.
And roundabouts. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's
come on, steady on
now. Anyway, Steam Deck. None of us are getting it. Too pricey, baby.
Yeah. Steam Machine.
I mean, I would like one, but no, I can't. Could I?
Hang on a minute.
Could I?
Matt's. There we go. There it is. Matt has been trying to convince himself for the last 10 minutes he's not going to get one, and then as he said, "I'm not going to get one," he had this big cheesy grin, and his eyes were twinkling.
It would be.
Matt, you're going to get one.
It would be so silly if I got one.
And you've never done anything silly in your life, have you?
No, yeah, he's a sensible man.
This is a man that's got a Wookiee tattooed on his arse.
When is pre-order or registration or whatever?
The 25th.
So you can register your interest today. if you're interested.
Matt's not getting one.
What time is it?
25th.
Yeah, you can register your interest, and I think you basically say which sort of SKUs or which bundles you want. But no, I can't.
Okay.
I
know you, Matt.
Right, go on.
Okay, but
even knows which one.
You, Matt.
No.
Listen.
Yep.
You will pre-order one, won't you?
Well, normally I would because
you're going to say you'll be mad not to.
Yeah,
that's what you'll
for
say.
the consoles, definitely, because I know I'm definitely going to get that. This is different. But actually, honestly, if I had a choice, I'd rather get a PS5 Pro over this. Because
what?
For GTA 6. Like, if I was going to spend this much money on a console or a new thing, I would buy
sometimes
the
I
Pro.
try and work like I can't. Sometimes I feel I understand you, and then sometimes I don't.
That's how I like. That's how I like it. Keep them guessing.
You want to get a PS5 Pro for GTA 6. Yet you know Red Dead Redemption come out, and you slated it for being last gen mission.
I think let's not get into this. Definitely not get into this.
We will a little bit.
Okay.
You voted for a tech demo over Red Dead Redemption 2, and you've already said to me if you have to drive towards an icon to get a mission with a letter on it, you are going to be so pissed off. Yet you're willing to spend £800 on a console to play it at a faster frame rate. What is going on?
You can get a PS5 Pro for a lot less than that if you know where to shop around. Right. Not £800. Also, we'll surely all be disappointed if GTA 6 is just like the same follow missions. Surely. Go there. You wait for a little circle. You go there. You can't be too close to the car. That's
the one that gets me. Yeah,
the mission design in Red Dead was way better. Largely with like much more expansive missions, which things change along the way.
They had a follow mission 007 First Light, and no one was fucking moaning about that, were they?
Yeah, but we haven't had like 15 years of James Bond games in the same series where they haven't changed this.
You say that. I hate the fact
How have they not fucking updated it though? That's a genuine...
I hate doing that, but only if they've been doing that in a series before. It doesn't make sense.
No, it's boring whichever game you play it in, but surely we can all admit that how is that still happening? And I'm excited to see what they do in GTA 6 on my PS5 Pro.
All right.
But yeah, if I was going to get one of them, it'll be that. So sue me.
Right? 789 quid for the PlayStation Store, that thing.
Yeah, but no, but on Hot UK deals, there's always like, 560 quid there, 600 quid there. You can get cheaper. Plus, I can sell my... Okay. Anyway, let's not get into this. What's the next story?
The next story is it's only taken them best part of a decade, but the eShop on the Switch one isn't a total piece of shit anymore.
Hey,
they finally fixed
Nintendo.
it so that it just
maybe that's
just
what they've been doing.
So
It's
yeah,
just
that's where
taking
all the
all their
devs and all
resources.
the Mario Odyssey team trying to sort out the eShop.
Get their brightest minds on it.
It was bad.
There was an update, and they're like, oh yeah, there's they sort of mentioned general system stability improvements, blah blah blah, and it's apparently the eShop is absolutely fine on the Switch One now, because it started off all right, didn't it? And then it was just presumably as the library got bigger and bigger, it just became
got
fucking
so hard
unusable.
to find anything on there.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a mess.
Well,
that's
fine
good news.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. Win from Nintendo.
For a rare win.
A rare win.
Yeah, we'll wait for them to announce what development studio actually works on that. Yeah.
Next story is that. So I don't think we touched on this last week, but Don't Nod, developers of the Life is Strange games, and
You
others.
like Ian, didn't you?
Ian's a fan.
Those. So basically, they had they sort of put out a warning, or auditors put out a warning that basically they were going to run out of cash by November, as they are currently operating. Which, sad as it is, I guess isn't a huge surprise. They've not had a hit for a while. I don't think Lost Records really landed the way they wanted to. We had Jason prior to that, which I liked well enough, but I only played it on Game Pass and then never. I don't think I even finished it. Yeah.
You didn't finish it?
No.
Oh my god! All right.
Well,
it wasn't very good.
It did. It threw me off when it had to start grabbing the little guys crawling around on the wall.
Yeah,
that
wasn't that great, was it?
That's fun.
No, I didn't like that. So they've put out a statement saying that basically they are, quote, actively working on several levers to extend its cash runway. And so in one statement they said they're extending their cash runway, and then later on they say they're focused on extending their cash horizon. Have you ever extended your cash horizon, anyone?
No. I tell you, I've never had a cash horizon.
No.
I've never had cash.
There's a cash
never been
cliff right in front of you. So, yeah, they're exploring options, but basically this came about because apparently Tencent, who are still a shareholder, but they've said they're not investing any further money in the company, so that's why this sort of warning came about. So, yeah, they are looking into it. They're going to try and secure more funding, but if that does not happen, I assume we'll be looking at them.
That's the worry, isn't it? You look at their recent
is.
games and you go, you haven't really sold well. What are you going to say to investors about?
Yeah.
It is a shame because we loved them for a long time.
And I know some people in the Discord will call this out. That Banishers that they did last year, apparently that's really good. It absolutely tanked.
Why?
Didn't sell.
What? I've not even heard of it.
Well, I think that's why it tanked.
Well, yeah.
If as a fan of studio,
your own question. Yeah.
My fault, is it?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yes, it's your fault.
Can you extend their cash horizon? Yes or no, David?
Yeah, come on, man.
I cannot extend it. Oh yes, I remember this. Yeah, no interest. No, it is a shame. Hopefully they get saved and something happens.
They also mentioned they're pursuing cash preservation initiatives, and I think we all know
they got to stop saying
what
cash.
That means.
That sounds like this. They're also going to pop to cash converters and see if they can get some money.
Take a load of Guitar Hero controllers down there and see if
it sounds like they're done, doesn't it? They're using that language. They're shutting up shop.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all.
No good.
Yeah. Do you want to end with a fun one?
Yes.
Hey, come on.
Sony have patented new controller tech with buttons that can get hard or soft, depending on
how old you are.
Depending on factors.
If you're taking tablets.
I'm 53. I need the pills, baby. Seriously.
Well, if this doesn't get you going, I don't know what will. Apparently, this is achieved using a magneto-viscoelastic elastomer.
Oh, I love what you talk dirty.
Material capable of hardening and softening based on inputs from magnets.
Say those words again, Sean, because they meant fuck all to me.
Well, I don't know what they mean either. I don't see how repeating it's going to help.
But so why would it get hard?
I don't know, man. You have to ask a scientist.
No, but what purpose would it serve getting hard?
I don't know.
It would be like the adaptive. It's their version of the adaptive triggers for the buttons, right?
I suppose, yeah. You could have, so you adjust the sort of resistance of one of the
I
buttons.
guarantee there'll be a bubble wrap mini game in the next Astrobot.
Keep popping them.
You'd be popping those down or whatever.
It sounds like one of those things no one asked for, and
that's exactly what it is.
There'll be one first party game that makes quite interesting use of it.
Astrobot,
that'll be it.
I still think it's wild that the PS2 had buttons that were pressure sensitive, and then they just stopped doing that because no games other than GTA took advantage of that.
Kojima loved them.
Oh, of course.
So Metal Gear Solid and Zone of the Enders made use of it.
I remember that when I was playing, because I've been playing Gitaroo, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember thinking, this feels totally different, and it's because the sponginess isn't there from the PS2 controllers. It's really a bit odd. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like the example here. Elsewhere in the pattern, there's a look
like a sex toy.
Yeah, elsewhere in the pattern, there's a look at a different design that allows the player's finger to sink into the button itself and for the button to harden around it. This could perhaps be used to simulate being grabbed by an enemy or getting stuck in mud, although the usage isn't entirely clear from the language. Brilliant.
I really see how that would...
I mean, lots of mud-related games.
I don't want my finger getting trapped in the fucking controller. This kind of sounds like what they're describing.
I'm going to ask it, because we're all thinking it. Could you put your cock on it? Could your controller toss you off?
You can put it wherever you want, Ian, within reason.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
I'm a fan.
We won't no law against it. It depends how big the button is, surely.
Oh, crass, Sean.
It's a
I was the one who talked about putting his cock on a controller. Don't have a go at Sean. He's trying to raise the level a bit. He's doing his best with what he's got. What I'm giving him.
I'm excited to see this appear in the new controller. When I say this, I'm not telling you what this means.
Because I'd like when I see stuff like this, I think about. Do you remember when they were trying to sell? Hey, it's a vest that you can wear, and if you get shot in a first-person shooter, it's like makes you feel like you've been shot in real.
Yeah, and obviously they're a thing in VR now. Yeah.
I don't want that.
No.
Do you want that?
I would.
Because I don't want that.
I would actually quite like that.
Oh, okay. Right.
I would like that.
Just me then. Just me.
I mean, speaking of other patents, was it PlayStation or Xbox where the famous patent image of there's like a KFC or McDonald's advert appears on your screen and you went like yay or something to
go McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
You had to say McDonald's to make it go away
skip,
or something.
Yeah, so still waiting for that. Still waiting for that one to come
Any
out.
day now.
Tell me, why are Xbox fucked at the moment? I'm trying to.
They've got that in their back pocket, David. So for the next Xbox, they're like, okay, it's time to unveil the big ones.
Maybe they need to wield it like a threat. They need to be like, look, you better buy fucking Project Helix or we will put this shit in.
Look at our collection of patents.
And once we do it, Sony will do it and Nintendo will fuck it up. So yeah, okay. Is that it for the news?
That is it for the news.
It's time to talk about what games we've been playing. And I would like to start with Iain Lee.
Oh.
What have you been playing this week?
Well, okay, let's go for a couple. First off, we're talking about Steam. So my Steam Deck, which I don't use very often, and I tend to just play old games. So I've installed MU Station. Is that how you say it? That's how I'd say it. I've installed that. Sorry, I own all the ROMs, Dave. Don't worry.
It's got his legal backups.
Legal backups. And you know what? I've been having an absolute whale of a time. And all I've really been playing on there is that thing you've got like 25,000 games. And generally I get completely overwhelmed and I go, there's too many games I can't pick. But I made myself pick the other day, and I have been playing what I think is the greatest sports game of all time, SSX Tricky, GameCube style. That game, right, I've forgotten, when I was... years back when I was a bit of a stoner and I was on the telly and I would spend all day getting stoned playing SSX Tricky, and my girlfriend would come home. She had a proper job and I'd go, look at my score on this, and she would have one go and completely destroy me. And that game has haunted my life. But oh man, it's so good. It looks so good. It's still so fast. It's still got Macy Gray in it, which I find wild. It's, mapping the GameCube controllers on the Steam Deck is a little fiddly. And it took me a little while to work out exactly what was what. But Oh my God, man. And it is that thing of you've got a really incredibly advanced piece of technology and you're playing a game that's 25 years old or whatever. But it's just so good. And the music is so good and the sound and all the secret little passageways and stuff like that. I'm having the time of my life. So I've been playing that.
Does it still feel as good as it did? Does it feel how you remember it felt at the time?
Yes, it does. Because you know what it's like. You go back to games from 15, 20. I mean, I don't even know how long ago it would have been. Maybe 20. I don't know. But you go back to these and you play these games. A lot of them are shit, and you spend 10 minutes and you go, well, that was fun, but it didn't really. But this is great. It's as good as I remember. It's fast. That's the main thing. It's still really, really fast.
And they never, like, this is effectively where the series ended, right? Because I know they did the one on the Xbox 360 and PS3, the SSX Deadly Descent. Because I played that. God, it must have been about 5 years ago or something, which was enough years. Because, it basically came out and everyone moaned about it, saying it wasn't the same. And I remembered, I was like, well, I played the demo and I really enjoyed it. So maybe me not having an attachment to the series is going to allow me to enjoy this. And then, so then eventually you finally played the full game years after it came out. And I was like, this is really great. What's everyone's problem with it? And then you get to like the 5th stage, which is one of the deadly descents.
Nope.
And it's like, you can just fall into this big fucking ravine and you just die. And it's like, oh, you got to restart now. I'm just immediately, I was like, oh, I don't ever want to play this again. What a stupid thing to add to this game.
Yeah. Wait, was it definitely called Deadly Descent?
Did they take that off? I think they might have removed it because it got all that shit, didn't it? Because when they first revealed it, there was that really moody trailer, which the devs were immediately like, we had nothing to do with this. It's not representative of the game.
I don't remember this one.
They made this it was all cloudy and because it was that era when dark, everything was emo, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Whereas this
one,
parents. SSX is just stupid. It's just stupid and ridiculous, and all the characters are dumb. And it's honestly, it's so much fun. If you ever played it back in the day, I would say GameCube games, they're a little bit hit and miss when you go back to them. The ones I've tried don't tend to live up to the memory. Some do. Super Monkey Ball does, and there's a few others. But this one does, man. It's great. It's great. I love it. I wish there was a way of hooking up a GameCube controller to it, though. That would make it sexier. So I've been playing that. Now, the main thing. Go on.
Sorry, just quickly, SSX series, so SSX Tricky, SSX Free, they were the sort of peak. It is baffling to me how there's not a game like that now.
Yeah.
Because you go back and you play it and it is still fun. The idea of racing, doing tricks to build up boost, very simple and it works really well. You're right, the reboot was okay to a point, but then completely lost its way by trying to take it too far.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, genuinely, a remaster of SSX Tricky and SSX Free in the same way that they did the Tony Hawk game.
Yes.
If I could just do that, like, seriously.
Because it feels like it's underserved. Because, Shredders is really good, but that's, like, you have to actually know. Like, it really helps if you know a bit about snowboarding. Yeah, it's quite hardcore. It's sort of the skate equivalent, So yeah,
remember there was Amped when I think it was on the OG Xbox. That was quite
Amped.
I thought that was a little bit dull.
Well, what was really funny about Amped is that what was it? I can't remember which number it was, but Amped come out and it was like, no, this is serious.
Amped 3 was it like Amped Squared? Or?
Was it Amped 3 that come out for the 360, which was like, no, everyone's a banana now, and you go, right, okay, well, what sort of vibe are you going for here, Amped? What sort of audience do you want?
Amped, if that's your real name, which I doubt.
I genuinely think an SSX game that doesn't try and overshoot what was so good about the originals.
Yeah, it's tricky to rock that rap. It's tricky. It's tricky.
That's right.
Go on a slight tangent, you mentioning Amped Squared or whatever. Can I tell you this? Once a week, I think of Driv 3R.
Yeah.
Honestly, once a week that pops into my head, and I actual lol thinking of Driv 3R.
What, the game or the writing the name with the number
just
in it?
The branding. Writing the name.
Did you ever hear about Thief 4?
Oh yeah,
Thief 4. No,
Thief 4. They wrote it with the 4 in place of the The E?
Yeah.
Or the, I can't remember.
Not
It
an A,
doesn't make
which is more
any
common.
fucking sense. Yeah, it's maddening to look at.
Was it like the 4 that's like a triangle? Or was it a normal 4 that's like a man sitting on a chair?
Oh, hang on, I don't know.
Well, you know, there's 2 4s.
I've forgotten what number 4 looks like now.
Right, so there's 4. I can't do it. There's 4 and there's 4. So there's the triangle 4 and there's a man sat on a chair, a 7 on its side. Which one do they use in Thief?
They use the triangle 4.
Triangle 4.
Instead of the 3.
I'm looking at it now.
Instead of the 3.
Yeah, so reading it, it's like the or fourth, basically.
That doesn't make a single bit of sense.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It does not.
You could, if it was Thief 1, you could do the I. I mean, I'm trying to help them here, but that's
Thief 3. The 3
what's interesting,
the 3 and the E.
I googled Thief 4, and you have like images of that first logo, but on the box art, they just went with it. Just says Thief. You know, it's
right. Yeah, they removed it. I think
by the Driv 3R thing, then it would be Thiefulf.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Thiefulf.
Yeah.
Never works. It never works.
Wipeout 3 did the same thing. Didn't really whip 3 out, wasn't it?
Yeah, whip 3 out, yeah.
Whip 3.
Right, listeners, if you know any more of these, please send them in and we'll look at them. But yeah, whip 3 out.
Whip 3 out, definitely episode title.
Oh, fucking hell. You get the bell for that. Fuck me. Hang on, give me a second. Right, and the other game. So, I'm in this weird stage with my kids, right? So I'm 53. I don't live with my kids. They live with their mum. And even a couple of years ago, they were coming over every other weekend. And now they don't because they're 14 and 16. And they're off doing stuff with their friends. And I cannot tell you the number of times I've had something booked with the kids and I get a message saying, oh, we're going to go to Reading. Can we come another week? It's like, yeah, of course you can. You know, and I miss them terribly, but I'm not going to say, no, it's my fault. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
So I don't see them as often as I can. Now, my 16-year-old literally just finished his GCSEs last week. He's taller than me. He's 2 inches taller than me.
Wow.
He goes to the gym.
You're not a small man.
Yeah. He is massive, right? And he's doing this thing, and I noticed this with my eldest stepdaughter, who's nearly 18, Catherine's eldest daughter. When she was 16, there seems to be this phenomenon, right, where the 16-year-old knows that this summer they're going to become an adult, you know, that they are heading into adulthood, but they want to cling on a bit to their childhood and do kind of childlike things. My stepdaughter, I remember she watched the whole box set of Charlie and Lola, you know, and this was her trying to cling on to her thing.
That's a good show, man.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
And my 16-year-old, who's bigger than me and goes to the gym and can bench press 120 kilograms, you know, he's hench. He's doing that now. So he's got a couple of things. So he's bought, and I know I'm not saying these are childish things, but he's kind of getting back in touch with some of the things he did when he was a lot younger. Used to be into Lego, hasn't done it for years, is now back in to Lego. And Dave sent me to a hooky place.
Hey, who's this Dave guy?
Is that the police?
He sounds like a bad apple.
My friend Dav3 sent me to this place where it looks like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, but it's called like the 1,000-year galaxy bird. It's Galaxy Wars, those galaxy battles, battles. It's fucking. So he's building that, and he's having an absolute blast doing it, and he used to do it a lot. And he got in touch a while ago and said, "Have we still got the Star Wars Lego games?" And I said, "We got them somewhere. It's we had the 360 versions, and he didn't have an Xbox with a disc drive, so I took my Xbox One over there and said, you can have this." And he's been playing Star Wars Lego. Now, the boys used to play this when they were, I don't know, 5 and 7 maybe, and I'll be honest, I didn't like the games. I just didn't find them challenging, but it was a great thing. You could let them play it, and I'd sit and read or fanny about on my phone or whatever it was, and you knew it was safe. And I didn't really get involved. Alex is now playing this game, and saying to me, "Do you want to come over and play some Lego Star Wars?" Right? This is him inviting me over, and I'm totally lapping it up. I'm regretting not playing when they were younger, but we are sat there. And we're playing Xbox 360 Lego Star Wars, and in the lobby we're beating the shit out of each other, trying to go, I'm not gonna kill you, I won't kill you. And as he turns his back,
bang.
Little bit of a team kill. David's familiar with my penchant.
Left 4 Dead, yeah.
We got to play Left 4 Dead. I promise I won't team kill you. I promise I won't. And we just sat there playing Lego Star Wars, and I was pissed off. I went round the other day and he gave me the equivalent of a Mad Catz controller. He said, "Oh, you use this one." No. It took AA, but it was rubbish. Wow. It was blue, and it was anyway. And
you're like that. It's got a turbo button on it. You like turbo buttons, don't you?
I explained to him the concept of Mad Catz, and he found that hilarious. And you know, this is the first summer he's going to be off doing loads. He's going to the Reading Festival. He's going to be doing all these things, and then he's doing his A-levels, and then he's going to go to university. And I'm aware that this moment in his life is quite small, that bridging the gap of being a baby and being a man. And I'm trying to squeeze every last drop I can get out of it, because I miss my babies. You know, I struggle to look at pictures of them at say 4 and 6, because I miss those guys. Those guys are gone. They're never coming back. You know, it's 2 big, hairy, farty young men are in my lives now. So I have been playing Lego Star Wars. I've been regretting not playing it when they were a lot younger. We played video games, but that in particular I didn't enjoy. And sat there.
Sorry, are you playing it differently now? Because one thing I've always liked about the Lego games, I think that they've sort of muddied the waters with the later ones, but certainly initially, I always really liked the fact that it was, you could play to the end of the story, and it, like, difficulty-wise, it was trivial, but then you would go back in free mode where you can change characters freely and stuff, and you dig in through finding all the secrets, and some of those are actually really interesting, quite tricky.
He is making a point of collecting what do they call the pegs? The
studs.
Yeah. He is making a point of collecting all the studs, collecting all the kits, collecting everything. And then, we're going back, and it's much shorter than I remember. The rounds are really, really short, but then going back as different characters and unlocking stuff and trying to find secrets and stuff. Yeah. And it's beautiful, you know, because I glimpse over and I see my 8-year-old, and I see him as a 16-year-old, you know, I see every stage of his life, you know, and it's beautiful. So absolutely dig in the Lego Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, because the latest like the Skywalker trilogy.
Retro gaming.
Yeah. So
that's because I was going to say that you should try the Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Skywalker saga, which was really good.
Really good. That the latest one.
Is that what he wants to do, or does he want to do retro gaming that he remembers?
I think he wants to do. It's weird because he doesn't play video games as much as he used to. Every night we'll have a little round on chess.com. That's another tradition that we have. And I'm streaming chess.com the other. There's a great documentary on Netflix about the guy that was accused of using anal beads to cheat. Chess is brilliant. Anyway,
I'd heard about this. Yeah,
it turns out the whole anal beads thing came from a comment. Came from a comment in someone's Twitch stream. Oh, I wondered if he used anal beads, and that was it. That's where it came from. And it ruined his life. But I can't remember what I was saying. But the answer is yes.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm sort of at that stage. It's funny. Harry's always been a one game man. I'm just going to play this one game for like 3 months straight and nothing else. Whereas Charlie will play anything he can get his hands on, right? And he gets wrapped up into anything that comes along. Like he was playing the Star Fox, and I could just see him getting lost in it. And he was like, "I love this," you know, straight away. And whereas Harry just won't even bother trying that. He'll just go back upstairs. He's on Forza at the moment. He's just playing Forza.
Dave, you were saying the other day, sorry to interrupt, but you're having a similar thing of stages with your kids in that they don't come downstairs as much now. Is that right?
Yeah, Harry doesn't.
Harry's up in his room playing. So that's another stage of kind of them taking a step further away from you as a parent.
Yeah. And I think I'm handling that okay. I don't think my wife is. I think she tries everything she can to get him to stay downstairs with us.
Yeah. See, we have the opposite. I don't want to call it a problem because it's nice in a way. You know, people always say like, "Oh, having a kid's amazing because you're like a celebrity to them when they're little." I find that quite hard sometimes because Isaac just wants to hang out with us and do stuff with us
asking
all
for
the time.
selfies and
signatures,
getting you to sign shit all the time. And
so there's part of me that's like, I kind of thought, like by now, he's 8 years old. I would have thought by now he would be just wanting to do his own thing more often.
Yeah,
and he doesn't. Like he just wants to play stuff with me all the time. And I know there will come a day where I'll remember this fondly and be like, oh my god, I wish I'd played even more stuff with him. But yeah, so we have the opposite thing that he doesn't. He's no interest in hanging out on his own. Like he just wants to hang out with us all the time.
but it can also be difficult when you're with your kids all the time. You know, it's healthy for them to spend some time away and you to have some time, you know, on your own or with your partner. You know, it's a tough balance. It's a tough balance.
Yeah,
but I miss my babies.
Yeah, it's tough. Sorry, that's
what I've been playing.
Well, I can kind of follow on from that because I've been playing Forza Horizon 6. You are now talking to a legend.
Oh,
I have got my gold wristband.
Oh, man. Well done, buddy.
Harry's been playing it as well. And I've got to tell you, the pacing of that game is slightly off.
Oh, really?
And perhaps needs a bit of work. Yeah, because do you know when you first start playing it, it's like, oh, here are all these like things to do. All right, I'll do 2 or 3 of them. Brilliant. Now you can get your next wristband. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Wow, now you got all this other stuff to do. All right, I'll do a couple of days. Your next wristband's ready. And I'm like, fucking hell. When you get to the last one, you have to pretty much, I run out of races to do. Races that would progress because the way the progression works is that some of the activities work towards your Discover Japan progression, some of them to the festival progression. So you can do street races, but it doesn't go towards you getting your golden wristband, which is the ultimate goal in that game. So I think the space is a bit, but me and Harry were really struggling to get to that point where we could go and get our golden wristband. And he was telling me, I need 6,000 points. Anyway, on Father's Day, Joe took Charlie out. Harry was busy doing something, and I just sat and played it for like 3 hours straight. And I got my golden wristband. That was fine. Anyway, I said to Harry, I've finally done it. And he went, yeah, so what's your photo? And I went, I'm not talking to you. I'm a golden wristband member. I'm a legend. I will not talk to you until you reach my level. Until legends only talk to legends, all right? And I could see he wanted... I've never seen him want to punch me. It's like, I'm totally justified, but clenched fist, ready to swing. And eventually he, later on that night, got his legend status. I will say... there are the things I love about the game. I think the game is still brilliant. I don't think it's the best Forza Horizon that's ever been out. I think some of the event races are not as impressive as they have been in the past. They sort of lack imagination. The amount of times you do an event race, it goes, you're racing a plane again. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, it's a plane again, is it? So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. However, I did have one of my favourite moments I've ever had in one of these games. Once you reach Legend Island, which is not as good as they say it is, they're like, only legends can get onto this island. You go there, there's a bit of grass and trees, is there? Yeah, okay. But there is a race on that island that is what I love. My favourite thing to do in these games is when you get to the end of the game, there's usually a race around the entire map from start to finish. It's like 30-minute race. I did that. It was fucking thrilling from start to finish. I was up into first, down into sixth, really battling for each place, and then eventually winning it. I just fucking loved that. I was like, yeah, brilliant way to end it. I'm probably going to go back eventually and do some of the story stuff, like the drive, what they call it? I can't remember, the certain races that are orange on the map with where they're like the sightseeing tours or whatever. I'll do a few of those. But ultimately, I'm quite happy to put that game to bed for a bit now and go back to Saros, I think.
Do you think it's going to have the staying power of the previous Forza Horizon games?
Well, I looked actually. I put 100 hours into the previous one. I've put 35, 40 into this one. I'll probably end up putting 100 hours into it because that's how it goes. I go through a phase of just sticking it on and, I'm going to try and get every single mascot or every single board and all that sort of stuff. So I'll end up doing that again, but it in a way, I'm disappointed by a lot of it. I think a lot of it could be done better. But at the same time, it's still one of the best racing games ever made. So what can you do? Brilliant game. Other than that, I'll touch on this briefly because I haven't played too much of it. But Gitaroo Man was released for the PS2.
Yeah, so I forgot to put this in my list, but yeah, I've played a bit of this as well.
So, I mean, Gitaroo Man is, for those of you that don't know, it's a rhythm action game in which you tap buttons in time with the music, but also there are these segments where you have to sort of angle the stick in the right direction and tap a button a long time, simulating playing a guitar, basically. So you're moving the stick to change the notes and all this sort of stuff. And the idea is that you're this guy who finds a magic guitar, and then you go. But I don't get the story at all. It's all a bit fucking weird,
total bobbins,
anime. But look, the music is as good as it's ever been, obviously, because it hasn't changed. This is literally just a re-release or a sort of emulated version of the game on the PS5. Now, we'll briefly talk, because I know you got very angry with it. I'm trying to remember what level it was that you said that you really...
Not angry with it, just...
Well,
yeah. Go on.
I could tell when you're angry because you put it in the WhatsApp group, and then I looked at Blue Sky and you also put it there, and I thought, Sean's having a moment here.
Public service announcement.
So what was your experience with it then?
Basically, it was really nice to revisit it. One thing I hadn't really considered was that obviously when I last played it back in the day, it was on a little CRT telly. So this is the first time with me playing it with, the hi-fi setup I've got with the TV. And the soundtrack fucking rules. Like, there's so much good stuff on there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So getting to hearing it all again for the first time, but through proper speakers and stuff, was like, holy shit, like this is unbeatable. But yeah, I tried everything I could to try and get the input lag, the display or audiovisual lag down, and it just wasn't happening. So I had to tap out on what's it called? Is it Tainted Lovers, the sort of metal one, black metal one?
Oh, the one where you're in the church.
Yeah. That's where I had to give
Yeah.
up. I don't know. Did you make it further than that? Finish it?
No, I'm only up to the Bones people.
Okay.
So that's the one before that, I think.
Yeah.
I've not had too much. Do you know what? When I first started playing it, I was like, I know there's input lag. And when I was trying to compensate for it, that's when I was fucking up. But when I was just going, right, I'm going to forget the input lag, then I was fine. So I wonder, I don't know how input lag works. I don't know why this is a problem on modern tellies. I don't get it. The TV that I've got is one of those OLED LG ones with super low latency. I don't know if that's any better than TVs you could get now. I don't know I don't follow that shit.
It's probably better than mine, but yeah.
I have heard that if you use headphones, it's a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
So that's the next step. The problem is Charlie loves watching it. He's like, Isaac
was like fucking captivated watching it as well.
It's weird because it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like it's bizarre, that game. But just playing the second or third level, what is it, Flying O level, is getting to do that
so
again. It's
good,
one of my
man.
favorite.
Like, so I said, like when I first played the game back in the day, that it was like a proper. Like, I was a bit of a sad teenager, and playing that, like, it was like someone had fucking jump-started my brain. It was like a real moment. And yeah, it was weird sort of revisiting that and getting that same feeling.
This is what was interesting, because I remember being a kid and being, again, like, I wasn't happy at school, and, I used to hide away in my room and play video games and stuff. And I remember seeing this and just feeling like it was made just for me, that no one in the world knew what this was except for me. And I discovered this demo disc and it was amazing.
Same.
But I think I was 18 when it came out. I think I was 18 when it came out. And I go, okay.
I was definitely in college. I think I was, so 16 to 18. I think it was
okay. But that's a little bit too old to go, maybe I'm the only one that knows it. That's a bit. I could see why I wasn't employed by the best places for a while. But I fucking love that game, and getting to play it again is great. I hope that the input lag doesn't get too much. I've been all right with it so far.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, input lag aside, it's running in like high def, isn't it? I mean, you can see, like, in the sort of video cutscenes and stuff look like shit, but the in-game stuff actually
Yeah, it
looks
looks
really
incredible.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, there is no worse feeling in any game ever than missing the last note in one of these games. Like, it is wild because it builds up. It's like da 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 da, and the last note is usually boom, and then like rings out, and you hold down the button or whatever. But if you pick it up, it's like da 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 da. And then you just like, everyone's like looking at you, and you're like, fucking hell, I can't believe I messed up.
Do you know what? One thing that does still freak me out about the game, the level where you fight Mojo King B. And
yeah, how do you mean?
So, for those who haven't played the game, he's like an anthropomorphic bee who plays the saxophone, and you're battling him. So you as you're playing the guitar, you're like zapping them with Gitaroo energy or whatever.
He's funky as fuck.
He is very funky. He's incredibly funky. You know he's funky because several times he says "funky" like that, and
he does say that.
That's a big giveaway.
But like towards the end, when you're beating him, there's this one bit where it cuts to him, and he's just going like, ugh. And it's like, am I just like beating up an old man? Is that what's happening right now? He's out of breath and he's trying to get away from it. And I'm just like,
or has he just come? The other thing, right, is
dear me, come on, mate, above the waist, please.
The other thing is the menu system in that
yes.
is the worst in any video game I have ever played.
The fact that when you finish a level, it's like, do you want to replay it? And yes is highlighted. You have to be like, no, want to go on to the next one, please.
Yeah. Do you want to no? Because it says, do you want to replay? Yes or quit?
Oh,
and
that's right. Yeah.
What?
And to go to the next level, you have to do quit.
My favourite is when it goes, right, do you want to save? Yeah, I want to save. Yeah. Right, what slot? This slot. Right, robot, parrot, or bee. I don't know what that means at this point. I don't know what that means.
And then every time you try and save, it's like, you sure you want to overwrite it? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, we're overwriting it now. Okay, we're done.
Wow.
I mean, that was just how it was then, right? I think that was pretty standard practice. Not the choosing an icon thing. But,
yeah. Anyway, that's Gitaroo Man. Let's get to Sean, please. What have you been playing?
Hello. I have been playing. So, as mentioned, we've got a second Switch 2 in the house now, which means I can actually get... my wife's probably listening. She's going to shout at me in a minute. I can actually get some time...
Switch Joy-Con going bang inside her head.
We finally get some time on the Switch 2. Did you know it's quite a nice console, but there's not really many new games for it?
Oh,
that's what I'd heard.
I've gone back to Kunitsu-Gami : Path of the Goddess. This was Capcom's sort of left field release. Was it last year or the year before? Can't remember. It came out on Game Pass, and I absolutely adored it. And then sort of got a code for the Switch 2 version when it came out, and was like, it's slightly worse than the Xbox version, obviously, but still like a really good port. It's like all the other Capcom games, you know what I mean? It's like, well, this is really impressive. It's never going to look as nice as the Xbox or PS5, but considering it's on a handheld, really good. I still absolutely adore this game. I've finished it for a second time.
Really?
Yeah.
How long is it? Is it not a terribly long game?
I mean, I think it's maybe 20 hours it's taken me to do this playthrough, but obviously there's an element, it's always nice, games like this, where you do one playthrough and you're getting new abilities and new classes and stuff. I will explain the game because it's been a couple of years. But you're unlocking new stuff, and then you can go back to earlier levels, and they're really trivial. And you think, well, I've unlocked a bunch of stuff, so of course it is. But to start a new playthrough, having not been back to it for a couple of years, and still be sort of acing it, is like a really nice feeling. Because I did learn stuff, I did get better. But yeah, so this is the one where it's a third-person sort of melee combat game, but also with like tower defense elements, where it's all based around sort of Japanese mythology, where you're trying to purify this mountain that's been like taken over by demons. So you are. There's this sort of priestess who you're sort of guiding through this environment. And then, so during the day, she sort of progresses through the map. And then at nighttime, all the demons come out and she has to stop where she is. And you've got a defender. But then you're also rescuing all these villagers and assigning them roles. So there's archers, woodcutters, and there's, ones that will slow the enemies down. It's like a lot of sort of typical sort of tower defense stuff. And it's just, I just still find it a really fascinating game. And I feel like, Capcom seem to have this sort of ebb and flow between their big hitters, and then occasionally, this year we got Pragmata, for example. But it's like Pragmata's done really well, whereas Kunitsu-Gami kind of, I don't know if it was like a failure, but it was nowhere near as big as like something like Pragmata has been. I think probably the name is probably part of that, right? Because every time, it's come up in the Discord a few times. There are people who love this game and they're still getting the name wrong. Like, so perhaps that's part of it. But yeah, I feel like it deserves better. Like, I don't think it ever got like a physical release or anything. Like, I would fucking buy any merch for this if there was any. Really good game. Really glad I revisited it.
I like, it's not the sort of game that I would play, but visually, I love how it looks.
Yeah, it's so striking.
Yeah, it's like, and I went back and watched because they put up all these like mini documentaries about how all like loads of the buildings and stuff were all built in like as little scale models in real life and then scanned in and they did the same with all the costumes. They tailored all the costumes and everything. Yeah, they're like absolutely stunning, the work that went into it for a game that didn't really sell. It's kind of amazing, but the other game I've been playing is Truck-kun is supporting me from another world.
Say that one more time, please.
Truck-kun is supporting me from another world, ? Exclamation mark.
Okay.
So this is the new game from Strange Scaffold, who are incredibly prolific indie developers who did I Am Your Beast and An Airport for Aliens currently run by dogs. El Paso Elsewhere.
It sounds like you're making these up.
This is ridiculous.
And they just, I don't know, for some reason they've just got a work ethic where they just churn this stuff out. So this is a demo.
I'm looking. It looks wild. Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
So there's a demo on Steam Next Fest. I believe this is coming to Xbox as well, and it's like coming out like next month. So this is a game that the plot, such as it is that you, a delivery driver, you run over a woman and kill her in the opening cutscene.
Wow.
But it turns out it's okay because your truck is magic, and when you run people over and kill them, it sends them to a magical, mystical realm from which this first woman you run over, she's trying to get back to her real life, right? And the way you help her do that is you run over people to send them to this magical world where they appear as like monsters or like slimes, skeletons, whatever. And then you have to smash through like fences, chairs, whatever, like obstacles, and that charges up her attack. So you're driving around this van in like, third person 3D environment, bashing into stuff, boosting around all over the place, jumping off ramps, smashing through signs, running people over. And yet at the bottom, you've got this little sort of pixel art display where it's got this woman who's like, she's turned into like a knight in shining armor with a sword. So you're trying to run people over and you're seeing these enemies spawn in front of her and then smash into things to charge her attack up. And then you beep your horn, which makes her attack and kill all the enemies.
Oh, that's great.
It looks, I'm looking at some stills from it. It looks brilliant, man. It's got a great art style.
It's got a sort of forgotten Dreamcast curio sort of vibe to it.
Definitely
It
lost
looks a
Sega in
little bit
this.
kiddly, but
why is there a naked boy as a tunnel?
Yeah, so there's a big naked boy and you drive under him. And I was like, so I let Isaac play it because I thought he'd find it funny, and he absolutely did. And then straight away he was like, I want to see what that big statue's about. And I was like, okay. And he drives. And I was like, oh no, that guy's got no clothes on. And then as you drive between, like you go between his legs, and it's a tunnel, and the inside of it looks like meat.
Yeah,
that's human flesh.
It is a boy.
Is it? But I thought it was just like a cartoonish man.
That ain't no man.
Well, I don't think you see anything.
It's got tiny nipples.
Look,
and they're quite far apart.
I let my child play this, Ian. So please don't judge me.
I would never judge you. It's just, it looks absolutely mental, and I love stuff like that. That looks brilliant.
Really, really good fun. It's basically, you have like a really limited, so each run is like time limited, and you add time to the clock by completing like sort of mini objectives appear. So it'll be like drift for 50 meters, or run down X number of people on the beach. or jump over a gap and smash through a billboard or whatever. So you're constantly sort of looking for those objectives to try and add to the clock and get more points. So then and then I think there is a kind of story. Obviously, it's very silly from what I've seen so far. I'm not expecting it to get serious at any point. Really good fun. As I say, it's coming out on Xbox as well. So
is this Japanese by any chance?
It's not.
Is it not? Because this is the kind of nonsense. I'm being racist. I'm being racist.
Well, no,
I apologise.
It's playing on, like, it's very knowingly, like, so this character you're trying to save is, like, referencing anime all the time and stuff. So it
was made in Teddington.
Was it? Well, then they're being racist. That's cultural appropriation.
It really is.
Yeah, you might be right. Where was it made, Sean?
At America, I'm going to say.
I've heard of it.
Yes,
they just take whatever they want, don't they?
Do you remember America? It used to be good.
It seemed like a good idea at one point, didn't it?
When Saved by the Bell was there, mate, everything seemed good in America. Since that stopped.
And the OC.
All downhill.
UFC?
The OC.
Yeah.
Oh, the OC.
I thought you said UFC.
UFC, that's taken us into a whole area that I suspect you guys don't want to go to.
Yes.
But just to clarify, the OC, good. UFC.
Not so much.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was listening to your podcast and your leftist, socialist, woke views condemning the UFC.
I knew it was you. Because they suddenly stopped when we asked for your email.
Yep. Doesn't want to be.
I did say to Dave the other day, Sean says MAGA instead of MAGA. I'm going to email anonymously the show. Then I got to the form and I went, oh shit, no, you have to put your email. So
we wouldn't out you if you did that, as long as because it's quite nice. It's like, we know it's in. We know it's not meant with malice.
I'm not meant with malice. Did you know you say MAGA?
Malice.
I don't know. Never really thought about it. I'll stop now, though.
No. Oh, no, please don't stop. That's not why I was saying it at all. I never, want to point these things out to change someone's... Anyway, we're talking about fucking Truck-kun.
It is weird that you haven't picked up on that, though, Sean, because you say... you talk about Marga all the time. Oh, I love Marga.
Yeah.
Marga. I wish I had Marga over here.
Yeah.
Talk about it all the
Marga
time.
Boys. Join the Marga Boys group I set up.
Margarine.
now Starmer's gone. Hopefully we could get Marga. I don't know how it works.
He calls beer lager, so it just doesn't make any sense at all.
Is that what you've been playing this week,
That's
Sean
what
Bell?
I've been playing.
I'm going to check that out. That looks wicked.
It's very good.
Matthew Murray.
Probably the polar opposite of what looked like quite a fun game that Sean was playing. I've played about an hour or so of a visual novel called Schrödinger's Call, where it takes place 21 nanoseconds before I think an asteroid or the moon hits the Earth, and it's the end of the
dream.
This is like the dream.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I was stiff as a brush playing this game. So basically, but a nanosecond. I was like, okay, so basically that's like a billionth of a second, and 21 nanoseconds for this asteroid or whatever it is hits the Earth. You play as a girl called Mary, and she has a phone that's managed by a cat, and on that phone is everyone on the planet who has basically all their regrets. They're kind of in between life and death. They've learned this thing is about to destroy the planet as they know it, and so all these people are ringing you and basically telling you their regrets and this and that from their life. It's quite heavy. Lots of heavy themes about loss and trauma and. Some of the earlier ones are like, losing connection with their kids and all sorts of stuff. But it's a visual novel. So although there are some decisions in this first hour and a half or so I played, I don't think actually much of them are really changing like the direction of the narrative. But you as Mary, you don't see what these people look like. Mary is like an anime character. In a black and white world where it's quite detailed, almost like an illustration from a book, but she's an anime character. She can't see the people she's talking to on the phone. So what she does, she has a notebook and she kind of draws anthropomorphized, always just animal versions of the people that she's kind of talking to. And as the conversation progresses, you learn more about this person's life, their stories, and ultimately it's to help Mary repiece her own memories, and I assume she'll have her own kind of big regrets and I don't know, a big moment towards the end of the game. But yeah, so you're basically drawing these people you're talking to as animals, like an owl or a cat or whatever it is. But then those are like quite detailed descriptive pictures, like you might find like a textbook, where she's animated, all kind of all weird. But yeah, it's very dark, and the themes already are quite heavy hitting. But I saw this mentioned on Polygon, because this is like one of the highest rated indie games of the year, and I hadn't even heard of it before. It's got like an 89, I think.
It looks fucking great. I mean, this is the first time I've heard.
It's
an
89 on Metacritic. Yeah, and like loads of people are like, yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Well, what a game. It does seem quite heavy, but I like a big heavy theme. If this thing breaks me in a way that some people said that it stays with you afterwards, then I'll be well happy with this. But it's just really interesting, because as you're kind of learning more about these people, I think it's maybe going to say, are we defined by our trauma? Are we defined by our regrets? As the pictures get more detailed, as you learn more about the people you're talking to, like, again, is it the traumas to find out, or the other questions that Mary's asking those people as she goes along her journey to try and remember more herself? So yeah, maybe like 90 minutes in, but really, really interesting so far. And it, as well as this quite simplistic kind of standard visual novel text that goes on screen, and like you just press A to get through the text. It also has these moments where it kind of infuses visuals and flashing lights and music and stuff. So it's quite cinematic at times. The game at the beginning says to play with headphones, ideally, to get the maximum out of this experience. I'm just playing, admittedly, with the TV speakers, but yeah, it feels like it's not like an audio-visual experience, but it's more along that kind of line than just a simple visual novel. But yeah, it's really good. Now I've heard, I heard the story goes places, and yeah, I'm playing it on PC. It's on PC. No, I'm playing on Switch. It's on PC and Switch. I think I paid like 15 quid on Switch.
I need to play this on Switch. Yeah, I need to get this.
But so far, so interesting. Yeah, and I think it might be quite emotional, but I'm well up for that kind of experience at the moment. Yeah, so that's Schrödinger's Call. Yeah, bit of a jarring start, because you don't know who you're talking to. Then it's a cat, and then your anime character. But yeah, now like 90 minutes in, I'm kind of settling into the rhythm of the game.
It raises a good question. This might be a good question of the week for your listeners. What would you guys do if you had 1/1000th of a second left to live? What would you do with that time, Matt? Have you thought about it?
Have sex twice.
Billionth of
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
look how pleased he looks.
There's no topping
pleased
that.
little face.
There's no
he
topping
deserves that.
No, he loves it. He loves it when he hits a home run. When he hits a home run, he loves it.
Oh yeah.
Should we get? I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to say that. We're on a warning. Is that what we've been playing this week?
This feels like a short episode.
Yeah, and thank God.
Sorry,
I don't want fucking boiling.
No.
We've got 20. We've got at least 20 minutes of questions. We're fine. It's not.
No, that's not fair.
What do you want now?
I tell you what, the last time I was on, it was the week before you were doing something special. Maybe you were picking games of the year or something. So there was no feedback on my episode. And now you're giving me a short episode. I'm getting short shrift both times,
You're
guys.
getting short shrift, aren't you?
Climate change.
Yeah, and also don't worry about it, Ian. Matt's going to activate in a minute.
Yeah,
we're going to be asked, what games have you played and what games have you not played?
That's the old me. I don't do it anymore. Let's end this now. Let's end this now, baby. Yeah, you were last on, Ian, on the 8th of October, 2025.
Oh, yeah. What was the week after?
I can't think. Maybe there's like a stay play, because October, it's not Game of the Year season. So
there was something where I did. Maybe it was the time before. Anyway, I have been on this show and I received no feedback the week after. So, James, if you're listening, which you probably aren't,
no.
say things about me. Because I can't listen to this week. I won't be able to listen to this. This is my 8th favourite gaming podcast. And
there aren't 8 podcasts out there, are there? So you're not gaming.
I found some right old shit out there, don't worry. Okay. But it means on Wednesday, when I'm getting up, having a shit, having a shower, I can't listen to this. I'll have to just listen to silence and the plot.
Do you listen to podcasts in the shower?
Yeah, I bought I got a speaker.
I was going to say, I need a solution for that.
Yeah, I just got not a shower
speaker.
How long
are you in the fucking shower for? Like, what's the...
to look this good takes about 3 minutes.
It's a lot of filth to scrape off. All right,
in and out. I'm not going to listen to a podcast.
Yeah, but I do music in the shower because I want to.
Yeah, that's fine. The 3-minute songs, that's fine. But our podcast,
I'm not listening to the whole fucking 2-hour thing while I'm having a shower. I can come out and dry, but there are periods when I listen to your show when I'm naked.
Okay.
Because ultimately, because if you're getting in the shower, that's a good 5 minutes where your own thoughts can get you, right? So
God, why are you saying that?
But if you can block,
why are you trying to scare me?
So you can block them out with the podcast. That's a win.
That's it. You want to block them out. You don't want that in your head.
Well, that thinking.
We
nonsense.
won't say the name of the podcast because it sounds like I'm taking a piss, but I'm not. I really enjoyed it. On the way home from Manchester, Ian played me his favourite video game podcast, and it was, and we were listening to it, and it was a retro show where they pick one game, and they talk about. They both play that game, and then they come on the show next week and they play that.
I'm gonna go on.
My favourite bit was that we listened to it, and by the end of it, they both went, "Yeah, I don't really like it."
Is this?
Well, at least they're honest.
This is the Americans, right?
Yeah,
this is Aaron and it's either Brent or Boat, whichever.
Brent
or
Boat? What a
There
question.
They do.
I would go Brent.
They do. There's ARG Presents and there's the Amiga Show. Honestly, guys, if you're into retro games, go and listen to the Amiga Show. So it's this like guy that sounds like Boss Hogg.
Oh my god, Boss Hogg!
And there's a guy.
I've just started last week rewatching Spaced. And the Boss Hogg reference at the beginning is absolutely incredible.
I've never seen Spaced.
Oh my god, it's still great. Like there's so many bits.
Yeah, but lots of fucking homophobia in that. I watched that over lockdown. And I'm up to episode 4, and there's not that I'm aware of yet.
It was the 90s though. You got to.
That was fine.
But yeah, I used to love Spaced. I know this is. I'm going to just quick deviate, but like I there's some things I remember, but it turns out I remember so much of that. Like, okay,
Matt's been activated, by the way. This is being activated.
Do
you want to know my top 50 space quotes? No, sorry, Ian.
No. I never watched Spaced. I upset the lady from it once.
Jessica Stevenson.
Yeah, there's an ADHD thing where you meet someone and you're a bit nervous, so you say the first thing that comes into your head, and quite often it's rude.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I was at some awards ceremony, and she came up to me. She went, "Hello." I went, "Oh my God, it's you." And she was clearly wounded, as she had every right to be. Mm-hmm. But what I meant to say was, "Oh my God, it's you." But I thought I was being arch and nervous. I went, "Oh my God, it's you." And she rightfully walks off, and I was fucking mortified. That was 20 years ago, and I still wake up in a sweat sometimes remembering that.
Time to reach out. Time to reach out and say, "Do you remember that?" Because it's been on my mind.
Yeah, clip it.
Yeah,
clip it.
I'll send it. I'll get in touch with her. I'll get in touch.
Anyway, Space is still good.
Yeah, it's still good. Where were we?
Brent versus Boat or whatever it was.
Brent versus Boat.
Brent versus Boat.
Right, let's get to the questions.
It was good though. I did enjoy it.
I love it, man. They've made like 1 million episodes, and I'm going through them from 2020. But they did one every week, and I thought I must be up to about 2024 now. I was at 2022. But I love it. The ARG Presents is brilliant.
Cool. Right, questions from our listeners. What have they got to say for themselves, Sean?
If you want to send us a question, go to tcgs.co. Poo in a tin says, "Hi guys, Poo in a tin here. I see Iain Lee charges £350 for a living room show. How much would you all individually charge for a living room appearance? Pop round for a couple of hours of Mario Kart or something."
Well, we've got to say 350 quid, otherwise we're offending our guest, aren't we?
I could not care less. People say I'm charging too much. People say I'm charging too little. People saying they'd rather shit in their hands and clap than have me.
Does it not wind you up when people use phrases like that, as if...
That's a horrible phrase.
You should, if I was you, and say, prove it. Go on. Send me a video of you doing that.
Well, the one that I want to prove it is people say I'd pay you that much to stay away. All right, fucking do that then.
It's my PayPal.
That works for me.
Even better. Let's work. Thank you.
It's one of those phrases that's like, it's a bit too... Like, you're obviously just copying someone else who said it, and it's a bit too laboured.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I remember I was listening to a podcast once, and someone asked a question about Kingdom Hearts, and one of the hosts went, I think you're confusing me with someone who gives a fuck. And you're like,
Oh,
Don't what? Fuck off! Like,
Yeah.
you didn't just come
Was
up
it
with
fur-
that, and it's a bit too long for you to.
Yeah,
do you know?
yeah.
Anyway,
fair
How
enough.
much
Instead
would
of
you
fair
charge?
enough, people that do that.
300's too little for me, and 400 is probably too much for people to pay. That's why I settled on 350. It seems like a
I mean, I think
reasonable
for me,
amount.
the main factor here is that I would find it really unsettling.
Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah. Okay.
I did.
Can we talk about
I've
the one? That,
Yes.
Can we talk about the one that went wrong?
Oh no.
Well, I've had two. There's one where it was supposed to be a couple, and the day before, the guy said, "Oh, my wife's going to be working, so it'll just be me." And but it was cool. We had a really good time. There was one in Bath. I can talk about it a bit freer now. It was a married couple. And I went round, and they were dressed. You could see stocking tops and stuff, right?
no.
It was weird.
Oh no.
And buttoned, both of them had buttons a little bit lower than you thought. I thought, okay, this is weird. And it was, and they were like sort of, she was sat on his lap while I was doing the show, and then they were kissing a bit. And then at the end, I go, right, are there any...
How long did they wait before they started kissing?
So it's about 15 minutes. It's 50 minutes I sort of do, and they were kissing, and I'm showing stuff on the TV, so I'm looking at the TV and thinking, oh, fucking hell, this is weird. And then so I said, right, that's it. Are there any questions? And he said, oh yeah, I'll be back in a second. And she's like looking at me, and then he comes back in, and he's got another chair, right? And he puts the chair in the fucking corner and sits on it.
Oh, it's not a. Is it a cup chair?
It was a fucking cup chair, right?
Just like every Premier Inn.
So then he's like looking at me, and it was the vibe. The vibe was fucking weird. And so I said, oh, I've got to go. And I'm putting my laptop up, put it in my bag, and I said, right, I'm going to go. And then he didn't block the door, right? But he sort of stood near the door, and she came and she put her hand on my shoulder. Maybe she did, and she put her hand up. She said, "Oh no, you don't have to go yet. We can. There's still plenty of time. We can play." That was it. She said, "We can play." And I went, "Oh no, I'm engaged, and I've really got to go." And I rushed out, and that was it. And,
you sure that was in Bath and not somewhere in Germany?
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh my god! Imagine. So it's
That's a good question. Did you still get paid?
Yeah.
You never told me.
Oh yeah. I got
Handsomely.
I didn't get cash. It's not cash. It was they made a bank transfer that day.
Invoice
via a brown envelope.
Okay.
Wow. So
Missed out on
any
your tip.
repeat custom? When did you go back? You don't fancy?
Oh, I don't like sex people.
You know,
But it's fun.
But
I've done a
they
few.
pay
I've done
well.
a handful. It does pay. I've done a handful. I got about another 6 or 7 booked in.
Okay,
And it's great,
great.
man. I'm loving it. You go around, a little 6, 7. Go around. You tell some stories. I make you coffee. You show some silly clips. You have a chat, and that's it. It's a lot of fun. I'm loving it.
None of them gone. Oh, how much more for the David bit?
No word of a lie. Someone did get in touch and said, "Would you bring David? Would you bring David
Yeah.
for that?" I was going to say Davey T, and then I thought that
the
would sound
sex
shit.
people, was it?
Was it the sex
people? Was it?
No, but someone did get in touch and said, "Oh, could you bring David for that money?" I said, "Oh, no, it would be like 600 to bring." I'm negotiating for you.
Not quite as much,
My
not quite
agent.
double, but
No,
yeah.
I said
definitely
it would be
not.
600, and they never got back. But listen, if you listen, guys, if you want to book me and any combination of the lads, we can make this work. We can make this work. We will come round, and they will play fucking shitty video games, and I will commentate on them. How about?
I mean, I'm
that?
about to be unemployed. Over this week, I'm going to get a lot of people saying, "Oh, so what are you doing? What are you going on
And
to
your
do?"
answer is
I'll be
going to
like,
be, me and Ian Lee go to sex
well,
people's houses.
Ian Lee off the telly. We're going to be
Matt sits in a cup chair.
Yeah, just jerking it.
Just jerking it. There's the title, isn't it?
I think we should address this as well, because since you were last on the show, you've become our manager.
Oh yeah, tour manager.
You're the reason. You're the
Guys,
reason why we're doing the live show.
Listen, if you've bought tickets for, when is it October the 17th, 16th?
You're our manager.
How do you not know this? We're not paid to know this. You are.
If you've bought tickets for the London show, I will be there. Listen, all you got to do is just come up and just say, give me a wink and say thank you, Ian, because this is all happening because of me.
Talking about like the cock of the north.
No, I tell you why, it's that whole George Harrison, paying to make not meaning of life of Brian.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he said, "Why did you do it? I just wanted to see the film, And it's the same for this. I just wanted to see you lot do a show, so I kind of corralled you, and I was finding venues, and we put in.
Like if we're on stage and we get a bit scared.
Yeah,
can we just be like, Ian? What do we do?
You can be, but I will be in the back cackling away.
Help.
And laughing. But you guys were, because I think it's 140 the capacity.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the capacity is. But you guys were like, oh, well, then maybe this won't sell. I said, no, of course it's going to sell out. It'll either sell out, within a week, or you'll sell half and the rest will trickle through, but it will sell out. And it sold out, was it a week, 10 days? Or?
2 weeks.
Yeah. It's going to be a great night, man. I cannot wait for it. What fun.
Yeah,
Thank you for doing it.
I'm pumped.
I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for
pumped,
helping
man?
us.
I'm pumped.
You're pumped.
It's going to be an amazing night.
It's going to be so much fun. And I've got no fucking idea what the four of you are going to do. And I don't really want to know.
I was going to say, because obviously you're the sort of person I would like to run stuff by, but then also I don't want to spoil the show for you. So
listen, if it makes it easier for you, then run stuff by me. Of course you can. And I will, a little bit of business. You can, and if anyone's listening, there's a bar upstairs that you can go in during the day. I know some people are like, it's not a whole day, but you can go in the bar and stuff, or have you got something planned?
Well,
Dave?
upstairs bar doesn't count towards the.
Yeah, it doesn't count towards
Please save your money for the evening show.
A bunch of our listeners are meeting up. That apparently there's like a
mini golf thing
bar nearby, so they're going to that beforehand. They're turning it into their own TCGS con. Yeah. Rather than just TCG.
We don't need to show up
branding.
You can't bring drinks downstairs. If you're drinking in the bar upstairs, you cannot bring drinks down fucking stairs for various financial reasons. It's going to be great, man. But yes, I will be there, and I will be there to talk to the tech guy as much or as little as you want, and sorting out all of that stuff. So all you have to do is come in and fucking work your asses off, putting on a great show for your fans.
Yeah, we're looking forward.
That's all we have to do.
But thanks for that. Yeah, cool. Right.
Next question number 2.
We didn't answer the question, but okay.
How much was £350?
There we go.
I don't think I could ask for more than
I go $349.99. Just value, innit?
Nice.
Real value.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, but people would just be pissed off because no one likes to just go, there's your penny change. Like,
No, because what happened is they'll say keep your change. So there's actually profit on
it. Good point. Good point.
All that does hear the socials live.
You are good at this.
Everyone walks out.
Yeah, even better.
Everyone walks out of their own home. It's so bad.
Because I often think about this stuff, is that like when we did our live shows before, I often think about the staff that don't know a thing. So, when we're doing the full Nell stuff, and when you were warming up and doing your finale to Imposter Syndrome for the first time in front of the cleaners, I love the fact that there's people that don't know what's going on. We should get everyone to walk out during the socials so that the bar staff are like, what the fuck?
I mean, let's not.
He's in the middle of the end bit and everyone's just walked out. Like,
to me, he's done nothing wrong. And look at...
and yet he's done so much
wrong.
You don't know the Matt law.
I love the fact that Matt's like, no, I don't want that to happen during my socials. Thank you.
Let's give you the best socials possibly ever.
Oh, please make it really over. Right, okay, we should talk about this off the show. Question 2.
Question number 2 comes from Ria Mendiato, who says, Dear TCGS, quit playing games with my heart. I cannot see James Bond in the same way after last week's thrashing from David. The inane side of the character's banter now seems embarrassingly obvious. Which one of your own quips could replace one of Bond's after disarming an opponent in the game? Keep up the magnificent work. Sincerely, Maria.
I'm not really a quip guy, Matt.
well, my first one was more of like the one from Home Alone. I was just going to say, like, keep the change, you filthy animal. But even though it's not...
After disarming an enemy?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it's just fun, isn't it? Just fun. That actually, if anything, they'll be double disarmed. The disarmed and the
like,
gun.
what's
and
your
the actual,
favourite Smashing Pumpkins song? Is it Disarm?
Yeah, that will work.
Ooh.
And I'll never
Surely
recover from that.
if Matt as James Bond disarmed the enemy by throwing an egg at them, you could say, that's the yolk. And then walk off, couldn't you?
I could, but that is also not what I said at the time, so that doesn't work either.
Or if I run them over to disarm them, I could
There you go.
put the clutch down. That would be. I like the fact that Kurt Lewin in our Discord went, why would you ever say that to anyone? In what situation would you put the clutch down?
Kurt is a stickler for the workings of
cars.
You know what's amazing about one of the many things that's amazing about Kurt Lewin is that I think about him every time the weather's really hot, because I remember he was the one who first explained to me, he's like, right, because his like home is like a military operation when it gets too hot, because he like, you know, covers the windows and like rotates it for the time of day and stuff to make sure it stays.
Rotates the house?
Yeah, the entire building, yeah.
We live in Tracy Island.
Rotates the windows that are blocked. Anyway.
Yeah.
To try and keep it cool inside his flat or house, whatever it is.
I
don't know. He just always. I was like, oh yeah, I know Kurt's going to be doing his routine now that it's really hot. I think it was today in the Discord. He just posted a link to this website where it shows you like where the shadows will be at any given time of day and any given day of year.
Hank Marvin and Bruce Welch. There's a reference for the kids.
Wow, that's just brilliant.
No, so it's like it's a map, but you can just be like, right, I want to know where the shade will be at 3 p.m. next Thursday. And like, there you go.
Okay. For what use?
And I just so in case it's hot. I just thought I love that Kurt is extending his expertise when it comes to staying cool in hot weather.
He's not like neurospicy in any way at all.
I've no idea.
Is he? It's not some. It sounds like
I
a very
wouldn't care to diagnose
neurodivergent.
someone else, Ian, without proper.
Oh, I can legally. He's bonkers. He's bonkers. No, of course not. Of course not. But
James Farley is. He's a doctor.
But if I think someone is, I say, look, I can't diagnose.
But yeah.
However,
we can smell our own, can't we?
Every week when Poo in a Tin gets in touch, I always think, is it political? Is it Putin?
Oh.
No, is it Putin?
I thought you were going to say, is it like a request, like an act, or is it just an object? Do you know what I mean?
Some people are into that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, is it like Mr. Hankey from South Park? That's just
just
what I
happens
imagine.
to be in a tin, or is he saying, "Oi, you fucking poo in a tin"?
It's
now.
a demand.
Shit in this tin. So it's not. I've always wondered if it was a political.
But that's brilliant. I never thought of that.
The leader of the Russian state.
Like what, the equivalent of Frank Sinatra. There's two references in the past 3 weeks. You must have seen Frank Sinatra live, right?
I've not seen him live. I'm aware of him. I've seen clips, yeah.
Do you reckon that's an act that you get changed when you're there, don't you? You don't.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, let's not go down the Nazi conversation route.
Yeah, not
the iTunes reviews would be mental.
I think we could have a long conversation about that guy. Right, okay.
The next question comes from Mr. Smithers. Says, good evening, gentlemen. I hope you're doing magnificently. Whilst playing Forza Horizon 6 this week, I encountered a player with my new favourite username, Shoot Andy Pandy. This leads me to my question this week. What are some of your favourite usernames you've seen over the years? Keep up the good work, Mr. Smithers.
Well, not a funny one, but
I was going to say.
I can say this now, because he had excess panache, which is about as good a username I've ever seen on the internet.
No, but he's had loads over the years that made me laugh.
We can't say his
current one, obviously.
No, not his current. What is his current one?
It's really funny.
I love. Oh, right.
Who is this? Who is this?
This is Chet Roivas from the...
Chet Roivas, he used to do a podcast with John Denton. That's how we sort of know each other. And he's a character. And he used to change... I remember his name was XS Panache, which is the greatest Xbox Live name I've ever seen. And then one day he joined the party, but it was very amusing. That was his... And we just went, what the fuck? He went, yeah, I just wanted to see if it would work. What? Changing your username? Yeah. Well, now you've got the worst username I've ever seen on this thing. And he, honestly, I was gasping for air when he was trying to explain that he did it by accident and he just wanted to see if it would work. I don't know what that means. But yeah, his current one is very, very good. I'll have to.
But I've never known anyone to change usernames as much as him, but every time he does it, it's a treat.
I think he's because he gets into fights with people. I genuinely think that's what it is. He gets into fights. I remember there was a long time where if he ever got into an argument with someone on Xbox Live, we would all start doing the Skype sound effect because we knew that the next time we spoke to him, we'd have to do it through Skype because he'll get his communication thing. He got banned for using it. Yeah, so it'd be like, so there was this guy, right? And then one of us would go, dum, 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 that's Chet Roivers for you as a character.
When he used to play...
I will post you his new one in the group. Thank you.
When he used to play Destiny 2 a lot, I saw someone, I think I mentioned this before, but I saw someone called 2003 Honda Civic.
Very good.
And I also saw someone who's all one word, wank dog off.
Okay. So is that a demand?
That's quite good.
Well, sorry? Yeah, maybe it's a demand. Yeah, it's a poo in a tin scenario.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I've just seen the name. That's good.
Yeah, that's his current one at the moment. It's very, very good. It makes me laugh every time he comes online.
It's good. Sorry, that's really annoying for listeners.
I know, but I can't say what his username is. That's too far.
Does anyone else smell? I can actually smell. I had a shower before the show, and my body, I stink. Is what I'm trying to say.
I've kept on top of things, but it's not enough.
Even Mitchum isn't holding out tonight. You know, I'm a Mitchum man, and it's not doing it.
Lynx Africa.
I fucking love the smell of Lynx.
Do you?
I buy it because my kids used to get it, and I smell it and go, fuck me, that is a good, classy smell. So I treat myself to Lynx every now and then, but it's quite expensive.
I've ever told you.
I love it as well, don't they? They all run off.
Yeah, Lynx Effect, I've heard.
Well, this is because I used to be an Old Spice guy, just the original, and everyone pulls a face when I used to use Old Spice deodorant. Twice I was asked by women what scent I was wearing, and then I had to admit it was Old Spice, and then they weren't really interested.
Getting it for my
I had to ruin it. But
because you remind me of my granddad.
I'm a fan of the aftershave Paco Rabanne. Now that's old fashioned, right? Yeah. Paco Rabanne, but I'm banned from wearing it because how can I put this delicately? Because there was a very handsy, famous radio presenter that also used to wear it.
Okay, that doesn't narrow it down at all. Actually, so that's
I'll put in the chat who it was, and my partner. Catherine worked with him at some time, and she said, "No, you can't.
Oh, shit.
You can't wear that." I've just told you in the.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame.
Jupe was the other one I remember growing up. Jupe. Everyone wanted to get a bottle of Jupe. Jupe. Right. Have we padded this one out enough, or have we got another question?
I mean, there's one more question from Phil Wall. He says, "From watching the PS5 State of Play, this is from 3 weeks ago, if you couldn't tell. What's your fighter pilot call sign?" Hugs and kisses, Phil Wall.
What's a fighter pilot call sign?
You have like a cool name, like Maverick in Maverick, in Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, I'm Maverick then.
You're just having Maverick, are you? Okay, yeah. I'll tell Tom Cruise that he needs to get a new nickname then.
Please do.
Have you ever met Tom Cruise, Ian?
No, but I filmed with a David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, and a Tom Cruise lookalike on Venice Beach.
Okay, that's close enough.
And I was approached by David Hasselhoff's ex-wife.
Oh, wow.
It was a wild day.
When you say approached?
Well, she came up, she was walking the dog, and she said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was talking to her and stuff, and she said, "Oh, I'm David Hasselhoff's ex-wife." I went, "No, you're fucking not." She went, "Yeah, no, I am," and he was a bit of a prick and all of that.
Wow,
and,
imagine
you must be then.
Yeah, sounds like you're
going through life having to. I guess you could choose not to introduce herself like that, but that's a choice she's made.
She was nice. We had a chat for a bit. I think she invited me out for dinner, but I didn't go.
Well, what could have been?
Because Blake's met Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Oh, all right, fucking great. You got a friend that's more famous and more successful than me.
But he talked to you at a party, Ian, so what's wrong?
He did say it's wild because apparently he's so media trained that it's like talking to a robot.
Oh, I imagine,
I've heard
weird.
that, like when he meets people, he like shakes hands and goes, "Hi, I'm Tom."
Yeah, shakes hands and goes, "Hi, I'm Tom. I'm Tom. Yeah, I fucking know you, Tom. I know." Fucking, it was almost arrogant.
All right, I'll fucking play this game. I've been kissed by Angelina Jolie.
Whoa.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, okay.
story.
Well, I'm not telling the story because it then diminishes the impact of that statement. So let's just leave.
And
let's just
also,
let that.
it impacts the ticket sales for Imposter Syndrome. Get your tickets now if you want to hear that story.
I'll tell the story of that.
Involved. Yeah, it is in that. Right, okay. Are we done?
I think so.
Yeah, no one answered the question. That's fine. We'll move on.
It doesn't matter.
Dead. Yeah.
No one to say.
Can my call sign be David Hasselhoff's ex-wife?
That's a good one. Also a great Xbox Live username.
Mine's Billy Ding Dong.
Oh.
Why?
My cool name would be James Farley.
There you go.
And
It's the coolest name there is.
it's the coolest name there is, that guy, James
The
Farley.
Sega dude. Do you remember your first ever internet name? First ever name you used like in an internet.
I remember my first mobile phone number, 04411262271.
Okay, cool. That's,
Write that down.
I might ring it now.
Not what I asked.
My first name, I think it was, it was one, I don't know if I still use it, Del Ramos.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, yeah,
still good then.
I knew that for a while because that's a very Chet name as well. He's had a few very very close
sometimes. Yeah.
I remember a few of mine, but they will go to my grave with me. That I'm not
Racist.
What?
No, hold on.
Are they that problematic?
You said
No,
yours,
they're not even
haven't you? That
problematic.
was
It's just
always
embarrassing. No, I had an email address that was problematic.
Oh,
I
God. Okay.
remember that.
Yeah. I thought it was I'm being ironic. I don't mean it. And it's like, that sort of shit.
Because I was Sega dude. Matt was 16-bit pixel.
Yeah.
James was something like Dr. James Farley.
Yeah.
It was like G. It was like real like formal. I'd love to know what yours is, Sean. I thought we knew, or did you lie?
They're
You
just
must have
really
lied.
shit, embarrassing sort of teenage ones.
Oh, come
Bit
on.
more embarrassing than Sega dude.
16-bit pixel?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Honestly, you will not get these out of me ever.
Oh, my
Brilliant.
God.
Oh, we need to get drunk.
Yeah, that's it. 1 pint of JD. And my call sign's going to be Jet from Gladiators.
Right, we're back to that, are we?
That's good. I like that.
Right.
We just all need to change our gamer tags.
Yeah, Jet from Gladiators works, I think.
To Jet from Gladiator.
Jet from Gladiators. Dave can be Maverick from Maverick.
Look, can we just all be gladiators? All from gladiators.
Imagine if we
There's
joined
no pun
the same,
there, David.
like we partied up and joined a game together. The other team would be like, "Oh my god, it's
What
literally
bunch of
Those
fucking
people
nerds.
from Gladiators.
Yeah. It'd be like when I must have told this before. There was that poker game on the Xbox 360 that was actually quite good, and everyone played as their
Texas
avatars.
Hold'em, yeah.
And this avatar joined the table, and I was like, "That looks like Denise Van Outen." And then and then I went on the player list, and their username was Mrs. JK. And I was like, "Yeah, she's married to Jason K from Jamiroquai." So I messaged them and said, "You Denise Van Outen?" And they replied, said no.
So she would say
Well,
that.
Yes, that's exactly what Denise Van Outen would
She
say.
would say that.
So,
No, you should have said,
Fucking
"Are you
Couldn't
not Denise
even
Van
be
Outen?"
bothered.
if you are Denise Van Outen, say nothing.
Oh,
Exactly, yeah.
I've got a story about playing with video games with famous people.
When we did a
And
stream
I
with
don't
Ian.
think I've ever told you this, Ian. Yes, technically. It was shortly after we met. Like, we met before. We met like a couple of expos.
And I
sort of
get
said
accused
hello.
of padding on this show.
But no,
Who the fuck is this
but we've
guy?
officially, like, we properly met and spoke to each other at Play Radio, right? When you come in to do that show at Play Radio.
Oh, you were fawning. It was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
Fawning.
Like, foaming at the gums. Like, about a week later,
Wasn't the gums.
I was in like
bums.
I remember this so vividly. I remember we were in a department store, me and Joe, and you text me and said, "David, will you be available in 30 minutes? I'm going to play Left 4 Dead with Charlie Brooker." And I remember saying to Joe, "I need to go home." And she goes, "Well, we're shopping. I don't know. I need to go home now because I'm going to play Left 4 Dead with Iain Lee and Charlie Brooker."
Okay.
Right? So she said, "Okay, all right, can I just..." And I was like, "Yeah." And I'm thinking, fucking hell, I've got 30 minutes to be there. I've got 30 minutes to be there. This is going to be incredible. I'm going to play fucking Left 4 Dead with Iain Lee and Charlie Brooker. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Got home, turned my 360 on, booted it up. You weren't online. And I thought, well, they'll be here in a bit.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes away and I'm not online. So I text you and said, "Are you coming on?" I'm on. And then you replied, "He didn't fancy it," and that was it. And I just turned
Brilliant.
it off.
What
And
a
just
power
said,
play.
I've got a similar story, believe it or not.
I don't know Charlie Brooker, so fuck knows how that.
He didn't fancy it.
I've met him, but I don't know if that would. Anyway,
it
sorry,
definitely happened. I remember it like so vividly.
I'm so sorry.
It's all
So
right.
I'll be very brief because it's such a similar story.
Oh, take your time. This is great.
He didn't fancy it. Write that down as an episode.
He
Oh,
did.
that's weird.
A friend who was working in PR, and just one afternoon, he just messaged me out of the blue, and he's like, "Can you be on?" Yeah, he's like, "If you got it's like Worms Armageddon or something on the Xbox." I was like, "No, I'm buy it, I think." And he's like, "I might be able to get you a code." He's like, "Can you be on at like this time?" I was like, "Why?" He's like, "We're doing we're liaising with this TV company. They're making a TV show where Stephen Fry's talking about the internet or something, and they want some footage." They want footage of Stephen Fry playing like an online game, and we figured Worms would probably be
that beats Charlie Brooker into a cocked hat.
So, long story short, I was there at the right time. I was like waiting to play Worms with Stephen Fry, and
He didn't fancy
he
it.
wasn't up for it. Yeah, mate just texted me and he was like, "Yeah, sorry, it's all been binned, it's not happening."
Oh no!
Well,
He's
Guys,
too
let's know
busy
in the
playing Left 4 Dead
Discord.
with Ian and Charlie Brooker.
Let us know in the Discord, have you almost played a game with a celebrity, but they didn't fancy
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Have you got an almost
Yeah, please
anecdote?
let us know.
Yeah.
Please send it in.
I always because I always have that conversation when people talk about what was it like at Brit School and what sort of famous people were in like their year at Brit School and stuff. And I say, well, I asked out Katie Melua, and they go, well, what did she say? Well, I wouldn't be saying I asked out Katie Melua if she'd have said yes.
Yeah.
It'd be a much better story.
You'd be saying, I went out with Katie Melua.
Exactly. I don't. She didn't like me. Socials, Matt.
Yes. No regular streams this week, but Thursday night from 9, we're doing a Patreon stream where we're playing Escape Simulator for £8.50 above patrons. So go to patreon.com/TCGS, and if you're a patron at a specific tier, that tier I've mentioned, details will be going out in the next couple of days to watch us play Escape Simulator. Which
Can I pony the link for free? Is that
possible?
do you do
Yeah,
that for
Ian
people?
gets it for free.
Yeah, of course.
Brilliant.
Everyone who pays for it, buoy and
And I'm
Yeah.
literally about to email someone at Valve, so this could be my.
They will
night.
ask for
Right.
4 Steam machines. 5.
yeah, let them know about us.
Yeah.
Just go, hey, I just heard about the Steam Machine on that brilliant computer game show podcast that's really popular.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Well,
that's
that
not
is a
Good
shame.
luck getting a link for Thursday night at 9 then.
Oh, it's spicy. It's getting spicy just as it ends. It's all kicking off. I like this.
So tcjs.co is the link for the website. Link to the
Where the
website.
fuck did that come from?
I don't know. It's hot. It is warm.
It's so warm.
Anyway, the website tcjs.co, link to our amazing Discord community, our Patreon, as I mentioned earlier, our streams, our socials, our Strava group. It's all on
But
tcjs.co.
twat though.
Yeah, that's a bit harsh.
And go down and support us if you want.
Ian, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
It is always a delight to have you on, even
I think
if
this
you
might
don't
be-
fancy it.
I think this might be my last one, guys. It's just, please don't ask
That's
me.
out of order. What did
Yeah.
someone say?
Someone called me a twat, but I couldn't
Sean.
quite work out who it was.
Yes.
It's-
It's hard to say, isn't it?
I love it. This is my favourite podcast. I love it. So thank you for having me on. I do appreciate it.
Hey, what sort of newsletter would you like our listeners to sign up to? Where would you like to send them? Would you
So
give them what are you plugging?
Sorry, what?
What you plug? You want to do a plug of the?
No.
Wait.
I did it at the start. I'm doing live shows.
You do it
Go
again.
That's
Google
true.
it.
Yeah, he's had his money's worth.
IainLee.com/live. Some of the shows Dave will be at, but I'm not saying which ones.
Yes, clever. Keep them guessing.
But do,
I like the fact that you couldn't hold on to the. Hey, no, I'm
couldn't do
not.
it,
That you
couldn't do
had
it.
to get
I'm
in
an
there.
old
in the
school.
end,
Come
yeah.
along, come and say
I'm
hello
an old
afterwards,
school.
and you hang out. It's nice.
Thank you so much for living it, everyone. We will catch you next week. James Farley will be back, and we will talk about video games again. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
3, 2, 1.
Matt.
He's a cunt.